Okay. Oh, it'll delay that flip. I don't know if he has that. I played for the 50 and that's what happens. Ooh, yeah, I needed a lot better read on that. I'll just steal this. That works. I'm just gonna demo nips real quick. I was hoping we'd be able to take better advantage of that. Hey, Dom Whack. Hey, Mystery 44444444. How was the trip? Trip was pretty lit, actually. It was nice being able to see family. I was doing the math, and some of that family I hadn't seen in like legitimately like 10 to 15 years. It was actually kind of wild to count it up a little bit. And been like, yeah, like the last time they saw me, I was in high school. You're like literally twice as old as I am. Have no fear. Bro's on a freaking alt account and he's using that cringe line. That's crazy, dude. It's crazy, 12x. Bro rebanded. I didn't even update his logo. Or his motto. Alright, he doesn't have that. I was hoping to catch him out, but that's wide. But I didn't demo him. Only gotta get that clear. Oh. My bad, Fortnite folly. That's kind of funny how we both decided at the exact same time we're gonna turn for that. My bad. I was 2 games off SSL and got DDoS twice. That's kind of how it goes, buddy. Oh, he's really far back. He's gonna get demoed. Oh, never mind. Okay. I was a little cocky. I moved upfield. It's okay, buddy. Oh, well. Yeah, it was actually way later than I thought. It's not showing my display name. No, it's showing fund. So that's what I'm seeing. Some guy on Twitch is doing some weird bot spam to add them on Discord. Not really sure who that's gonna work on, buddy. I'd recommend if you're trying to get people to add you on Discord, you don't want to approach with let's play. That makes no sense. No one's gonna play with. I don't know. Why am I getting feedback to a scammer? Yeah, we are very far off from us selling 3s at least. This is a rough rank to play in, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we dropped a lot of games. We're pretty tired because I started traveling at 4 a.m. today, so I don't really know the quality of our gameplay today, but I guess we're gonna find out. Hey, Kyle. Wait, hold on. Is that Kyle N? Why is it showing Kyle N 7350 or whatever? Is that? Maybe this is related to you, 12x. Maybe my chat is like showing people's actual users instead of their display user. I don't know. YouTube update, I guess? I shouldn't have turned for that. I knew by the time I got there, I wouldn't have been able to jump off the corner. It's not showing display users? Yeah, so that's my mystery, and yet it's just not showing users. That's a really weird YouTube update. That should be wide open, right? You thought. Oh, sorry, little bro Turk. Oh, casually missed that boost. Let's see if he passes. I think that was his attempt at a pass, so I'm gonna give him half credit for that. Oh, okay, well, that's rough. He says, okay, boys, I'm locked in now. Awesome, only took him 4 minutes. Very cool. I don't mind that. Ah, I just wanted to tuck underneath that. Not a huge fan of my teammate playing for 4 minutes and then say, okay, now I'm locked in. Like, what do you mean? Kyle Knee. That's very weird how it just like updated everybody. I was making fun of 12x because I was like, why did you rebrand? And he's like, what do you mean? I kind of wish you just laid it down. That's okay. GG's. I'm not on all. Yeah, I don't. It's showing on the YouTube thing as well, so I think this is just a YouTube-wide thing. First two letters of my last. Oh, that's fine. Okay, well, actually, one of the differences I'm noticing is that it's showing at. So it is literally showing your exact handle, which is better, I guess. Maybe they're trying to prevent people from changing their users and like hiding from a timeout or whatever. Mystery, thank you for the 249. Also, something that's broken with YouTube is my alerts, because that did not go off, but I appreciate it. Oh, not only that, we're so Omega broken that you donated and it did not count on my donation counter. So YouTube is going through some stuff, apparently. It's really struggling. Buddy Kato, hello. Just gonna double that. That's fine. Is that a different one? Or is it just that delayed? I think I just straight up pinched that in. Mystery, thank you for the 290. That was actually that delayed. That's kind of weird. All right, well, YouTube is on one today. It's not having a good time. A little sick. Must have been that delayed a little bit. All right, we're not gonna get that first. That's fine. Grab some pads. You can get that, bud. Oh, he did not. We're just gonna tap that across. Not necessarily out, but not necessarily dangerous either. Oh, I was playing something around the 50. I didn't mean to hit it that inside. Luffy's not dead, but that's fine. We don't have anyone advancing. We're good. All right, they overtouched it. Go. Well, that's not good. I have so little boost. Someone, please don't take that. Oh, man, what a dick. Orange team took the boost after I explicitly told them not to. Is your channel just doing the username display? I mean, it's not trying to, but maybe it's a setting I need to change now. I don't know. I can check the settings after this. Maybe YouTube changed it as like a default thing, and now I have to like change it back because I don't like it. I kind of like the display settings. It's a lot cooler that way. Because that way everyone gets to show like what they actually want to be called versus just some generic username you probably set like years ago. That's a crazy bounce. I don't have any idea how I flip into him and he's going the same speed as me and I'm not supersonic and he demos me. All right, I'm just gonna let teammate clean that up. Oof, if I had a little more pads, it was actually a really good beat. All right, I'm just gonna turn around. What is up with these frickin' virgins in this like, oh, let's play together, add me on Discord scam. Nice pass, love that. Oh, it's frickin', I'm gonna have to go to Stream Manager on Twitch as well and kick these people out, oh my God. I have to set a new rule for chat. Your dog is a peasant, but he is the bestest boy. Oh no. Oh, that was the guy who was on backboard. I thought that was my teammate. That's a goal. Oh, okay. Fortnite? That's crazy. You went for that, Nips. I'm sorry. We were so late to that chow. He knew I was gonna take my time, but I mean, like, I don't know. Still would have liked him not touch that. I low-key thought that guy was gonna pop it. I jumped a little earlier than I should have. Hello, Antonio Robertson. You got that? You got that fork knife? Oh, that's not good. I'm in no man's land. I can probably tap that up the corner. 115 for Mr. Let's go. The alert's starting to turn back on, and everything's catching up. That's a really well-timed demo. And then you shot it low and right at me. That's crazy. Sad. Not a huge fan of both of our teammates in the corner not, you know, turning back, but that's okay. We'll figure it out, chat. That's true, another $1. What the? Are you testing something? Oh, I took off really bad on that one. And yet, it works. I misheard that really hard. I thought that was a bit more to the left. So as it took off, I was like, oh wait, no, that's like, it's going straight down the middle. My bad. That was almost the best shot of all time. So €1 is 115. That is the exchange rate. Hello, TB. Okay, no one touched that. You get that, Fortnite? I ran out of boost, but I was like, if I can just catch that on the flick, we're good. Did not expect that off the other corner as well. I'm gonna turn for that. And then everyone left it. Okay, what? Yeah, that bounce over the first one. Mellow City doesn't win that 50. Oh. That wasn't the best touch, but I got it past the only guy I thought would be shootable. That's just really unfortunate that he pre-jumped that too early. Oh, well. The commie 0? I don't know if that's how it works. Exhausted? Sorry to hear that, Kyle. I like that voice line, though, from Shogun. Who's gonna be a hero? Or the hero. Doesn't help the NA mentality. All right, nice, Fortnite. I almost passed out from heat exhaustion, loading attack. Yeah, that stuff is no joke. You gotta stay hydrated. And also stay as cool as possible. I used to feel like that stuff was like kind of a joke until like you're outside for just like, even just like for a medium amount of time when it's hot enough and the heat index is high enough, and then you start realizing like, damn, I'm like low-key dizzy. And that stuff can escalate really quickly, so I'm glad you didn't actually do that. Are you accusing me of having chat GPT psychosis? I am, yeah. Pop, lock, and drop it time for Taco. Hello, Jim. How are we? I'm doing all right. I had to wake up at like 4 a.m. today, so I've been awake for a solid 15 hours. So I gotta be a little cleaner. Sad because of DDoSers. Yeah, apparently there's been a huge uptick lately of that. There's like, they come in waves. That's so funny that Nips and I are the only players of these ranks in both 3s and 2s. So we keep getting matched up with, this is the first time we got with each other. Kind of want to invite him, because Nips is a buddy of mine. That's... Ooh, try to cancel my flip to keep it somewhat center and lob that, but not much to be able to do with the rest of it. Ah, not fast enough, but I hit him. That should be saved. Nah. Kind of back shouldered him. Hey, Skyman. Daddy Taco, I don't know about that. Taco not change the donut goal. I didn't think we were over. Oh, yeah, we are. Okay, the update was a little late. I saw it at like $4, and I was like, okay, that's fine. We got time. Don't worry, we'll be adjusted. Changes will be made. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I got hit to the sky with no boost. I think Mystery also, Nipsey was... I don't even know, actually. Hey, Venom. Yeah, I know it, buddy. I'm getting to it. Okay, Nips, I didn't expect you to get absolutely destroyed on that 50. On 4. Say, crazy uncle, just say hi and walk away. I don't even say hi to the crazy uncle. I was at a family reunion. I gotta say, I adore my dad's side of the family, but there is one cousin I'm not a huge fan of. Not that I dislike them or like I despise them, but like every interaction I've ever had with them is like a little bit off. I don't even know if they're technically called a cousin, but I think it's because they're like the closest in age to me. So I think when we were growing up, they were always compared to me and I was always compared to them. So I think for me, I didn't really care. I was like, whatever. But I think for them, they kind of took it as like this weird, well, I don't know. Well, no one likes being compared. So I think they always just felt a little weird. Felt like every interaction I had growing up was just them trying to like insult me in some way. And not like a playful insult. Like, hey, remember this embarrassing memory where you blah, 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 blah? I was like, okay. So yeah, we don't have any crazy uncles or any weird family members, but there's some that are a little bit more unusual and irritating. I think that's every family, you know? That's insane that you guys are solo queued. And Duo saved that. Damn, that was a really good dribble by Prince. I like the part where he just gave it away immediately. Sick. That's a giveaway. I overflipped on that. And that's right to Prince. Sick. Alright, we got that. Lost one of our crazy uncles this year. Close enough. Welcome back, Soda Poppin'. I don't know about lore about Soda Poppin' to corroborate that reference. Oof. I was gonna invite Nips, but I don't know. This game is a little makes me feel like he's still warming up. Ooh, speaking of warming up, that was not a flick. I was looking at the guy challenging me. I was not paying attention to where that ball was. Hello, Hyper Knight. Sick demo. Nah, not bad. Nips. That should have been a bit further across. I don't think you get that. Okay, we are not getting that. Just kidding, dunking. Dunking again? Aw. You got the next one? Nah, took that way too over. That's fine. Buy you some time. Take a 50. Nice. Probably could have got more power, but I didn't have any boost. Let's choose a rank now. Free. Pretty low still. I think it's like 1730. Oh! Overflipped. That's okay, we weren't winning the same way. Nips goes all out in threes and we can't win a twos. No, I'm kidding. He's probably just a little off on that game. We were not hitting our saves and clears. But don't worry, I got the goal now. I got the goal now, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Oh, I accidentally closed the window. There it is. Boop. There we go, see, everything's fine. Mister, you were late on that. I literally just adjusted it. And I said I adjusted it, and then you sent that message. It's crazy. I'm in the Tentress 1800. I can't get past 1740, and I got DDoS today. Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty blessed that I have not been getting DDoS, like, at all. There was, like, one day I got it DDoS twice by 2 different teams, and then since then I have not gotten DDoS. So that is the one blessing of being kind of butt lately in our rank, is that we're not at a rank that people care enough to DDoS, I feel like. It's, like, not enough effort to put together all of that, you know? Thank you for giving us another dono update.
Dono update again.
I don't like how you pre-jumped that 9 minutes ago. Ugh. Oh, you just didn't touch it. Okay, well, I was assuming he would take that one low so that he was forced to go high, and he just didn't. Hello, HPAM. What's DDoS? It's essentially the way to make your opponents lag out of the game. Good shell. Oof. Not gonna lie, this is not the way you want to 50 that. That's like a perfect example of like when you turn away from the 50 at the last minute, or at the very least slow down your 50 like that, so that the ball doesn't blow all the way down the field recklessly and uncontrollably. Okay. You're not gonna get there. But I appreciate him trying. Touch it once. That works. Oh, close one. Oof. Buddy is not smart. Unfortunate. Because I kind of need him to be. Why is he 100-0 challenging everything? Buddy, that's what happens. Your angles are horrible, dude. Holy crap, he does not want to win. What are we doing? Buddy, you can't chase that. There was no shot. Why are you flipping into that 50 at full speed? Now we got one back. Okay. Oh. All right, I'm just gonna fake challenge everything in the midfield. I'm not gonna go for any 50s because I don't want to leave this guy one-on-one. I'm getting really anxious how he will just full send into everything. Okay. I was scared he was gonna leave that last second. That's why you Starlink, they can change IP a lot so you can't DDoS. I mean, you're kind of forced to do that. You're out in the wilderness. Alrighty, what a weird way to get back in it. Probably remove Bacchus mod? I don't know about that. Get a job. Damn, the username's after me too. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's talking himself. Are you Canadian? I would never be Canadian. That's pretty offensive. Oh, hello. Okay. Now you full send. Now you... Oh, I like the idea, though. Jump. Nice. Man, if that was anywhere in the middle, oh well. Why would you send it backward? Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect him to get that bump off, but okay. The song is jamming. It's a song. I don't know what's playing. Whatever plays on YouTube is not actually going to my headphones, so it's just something for you guys to hear, because otherwise I can't have copyright stuff on. Oh, not 80 boost right in front of the net, and you can't put it on target. I'm about to get flicked. Oh, or 50'd. Okay, that works. I run from Iowa to Kansas. Long jog. Bro's pulling a Forrest Gump right there. Oof. Oof. Nice shot. Close one. Oof. Okay. No! Okay, good. He hit it a little further than I thought he would. I think specifically to, oh, I wouldn't get touched on that. That's good heads up play by that guy. All right, teammate, you gotta take that. All right. Yeah, that was a little confusing. I did stay near it. We're gonna fake that. Okay. That works. That's, oh, that's demo on us, dang. I was like debating how I wanted to approach that. Yeah, I need to take a break from these games. It's starting to piss me off. What's your peak in twos? 1850 something. We used our abandon pretty early today, chat, but I can't stand handing goals over and over. It's my biggest pet peeve when it comes to playing ranked. How's the trip? Trip was really nice. We got to see a lot of family that I haven't seen in like literally a decade to 15 years. Like my, I know like, you know, dating people who are like, oh, I'm really close to my family or whatever. And then I talk to them about their family and they're like, oh, we all live like a couple hours from each other or something. And like, for me growing up, that was kind of what it was. Like my neighbors in New Jersey or like in Pennsylvania, I mean, they were like, you know, 6 to 9 hour drive away or something like that. Whereas now my sister is in California, the other one's in North Carolina, I'm in Texas, and my parents are in New York State. So it's very hard to like organize us getting back together with everybody in the Northeast. So this was kind of like a surprise thing that we can all like, what if we just do, you know, all of it all together? Like, what if we just organize one day, and it's my grandmother's 90th, and then we'll go down and surprise her. And then we'll get everyone, like even the cousins together and all that stuff. Luckily, they all live within like the same, like literally 3-mile radius of each other. They all found really nice houses within driving distance of each other, which is pretty sweet. So they get to hang out a lot, and we got to hang out too. Nah, I can't do that one. Nope. Hey, Mad L. God, I always hate this one. This is like a weird one because in a game, I can hit this backflip every single time. But like when I'm doing this map specifically and trying to get the height, just it's so hard to do that. Try diagonal. There we go, that works. Update donut goal. Oh, right. My grandparents on the mom's side live in Italy. Oof. You've been to Italy 8 times ever, buddy. That's... I've only been to Italy 8 times, buddy. I've been out of the country like once. Count your blessings, buddy. I'm half Italian. I was born there. Well, then that... You're still able to go a couple times. Yeah, I think, well, I mean, I guess the other side of that is that my parents, it's pretty easy to get my grandmother to travel or something, or if we ever wanted to, like, hitchhike her down here. I don't know why, this seems faster than I last played this map. This is how I always used to skip this level. I would just set up a 45. I haven't played this map in so long. Grandma's deathly afraid of airplanes. I mean, if I was born when my grandparents were, I'd be deathly afraid of that too. Why am I so bad with my flicks right now? Nope.
Jigsaw emoji, violin emoji, accordion emoji, maracas emoji,
really?
Hut emoji, Japan emoji, hamster
Japan emoji,
horn emoji, ID emoji, Chinese for acquisition emoji, Chinese for fullness emoji, Japanese secret button emoji, Chinese for division emoji.
Chinese for division emoji? What are you trying to say? Dude. Honestly, the most impressive part about this type of map for people is when they're speedrunning it and you gotta do all these flicks first time. I don't know how you do that. I'm so bad at flicks. I get like realistic height, I feel like. On these, it's like, this is like way higher than a goal, so it feels weird to like practice this level of height on a flick. Nope. Nope. Sure that works. I haven't left the country yet. Yeah, my first time was, well, technically I went to Toronto when I was younger, but I don't remember that, so I always kind of discount that one. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't count. My first time, I would say, for real out of country was when OG paid me for to go to the London Major for LCS. That was the first time I'd say I was legitimate out of the country, because that actually required me having a passport. So I think when I was a kid, I didn't need a passport. They're like, if you're under a certain age, they're like, oh, you're a kid? Okay, come on in. Donate $2 and spam random emojis? That is the only way. Also, you don't get timed out by the bot. What happened to Ninja? He's still streaming? What? I'm lost what you mean. Like Ninja the streamer? What do you mean? What happened to the institution that trains ninjas within modern society? As in the art of ninjutsu. Oh, was not paying attention. Depth is really hard to tell on this map. Melicom, JNAPs come back, bro. I love that team so much. In a different reality, that team could have been really elite. It was sad to watch them like peter out. It was also really funny because they were like, they didn't have a great record against G2, but they always got insanely close. Like throughout the Shift Summer League, and then you had also the a lot of like group stage games against G2. It would be a lot of 1-goal games, and it was really frustrating to watch them lose those because it's like, damn. Like if or I guess at the time G2, but you know, modern energy, if they're able to hang with them, they can beat anybody. And yet, yeah, in London they lost to Team Secret. That was a heartbreaker. I was like, that was definitely a team we could beat. But then Brad had literally the best series of his entire life at the London Major, and eliminated them. I was so sad. God damn it! Can I just frickin' dribble? Also, sorry, I abandoned a twos game, so that's why I'm doing this random thing. I'll queue again. There's only so many times I can watch a teammate clear the ball right down the middle or lose a 50 at full speed before I'm like, yeah, I'm good. This is GC3, but I guess not. God, I forgot. I haven't done, man, I'm so rusty on this dribbling map. I haven't done this thing in a fat minute. Gotta be irresponsible with money, but this is the year of me being incredibly responsible with money. Trying to be, this back half of the year, I'm just gonna be rocking hardcore savings. I need to lock in. I was doing the math, like if I really do just lock in, especially if I start getting commissions and stuff for my sales job, which I might have just set up my first pipeline for sales, I could be completely debt free by maybe even before the end of next year, which is kind of even insane to think about. And then if we really, really lock in, we could be like completely debt free, like with no college loans. I don't count my college loans as part of my loans, mainly just because they've been frozen for so long that I haven't had to pay them. So they're like, that's like something that like, even if I had a bunch of money left over, well, maybe not a bunch, but like if I had a bunch of money left over and they're like, well, do you want to pay off your student loans even if you're not obligated to pay them legally? I'd be like, no, like I'm good. Is your server double queued? I have no idea what you're talking about. Map code? This is not a map code. This is not how that works. This is literally just called Dribbling Challenge 3. Just search that in the Steam Workshop. No, I'm sad. Dave Ramsey plan? Sure. I might be debt-free by the time I'm 200. Hey, Diabolical Native. I mean, hey, that's progress. We call that progress. Need a tip? I'm still a hard stuck diamond. Hello, Ernesto. You should learn how to play off the wall and master fast arrow a bit better. Manage your boost. Feasible fiscal financial terms to fancy with? Yes. Well, for me, it's like the thing is like just trying to make sure I'm paying off debt and then getting into a more healthy place. Because yeah, this job is gonna pay pretty well, but ultimately that doesn't really matter if I'm still spending a lot. So paying off debt means getting rid of monthly payments, you know? And that saves me even more money and that'll accelerate my savings. That's kind of where I'm at. Like for example, I'm gonna be like targeting stuff where like I have like $2,000 left in a loan I took out in grad school, and that is like $360 a month. So if I can pay that off, then that's $360 that I can then put forward something else, you know? Oh, hello. Oh, I thought I reset that like a pancake. Taking out a 10K loan for college, I mean, that's not too much. Classic European issue. 10K wouldn't even cover your room and board at some colleges for a single year. Okay. Hey, Juan. Oh, I hit that super, super light. That would have been hilarious. Kodak, please double that. Thank you. I should have chased that, but I knew Chorus is back, so it's fine. I'm not gonna get there. I hit it only because I saw everyone starting to curve to the middle, because he's like, that's where he's gonna hit it. And I'm like, oh, you thought. Like, I'm debt-free soon. Honestly, it's gonna be so insanely cool. I'm super psyched. My pay raise comes in less than 2 weeks. That's gonna be a life changer for sure. Basically doubling my monthly take home. Okay. All right, only hit that because I saw Koros and I knew that guy was gonna get that save, but I didn't. There we go, that works. I actually get 40K, but I only have to pay 10K. You only have to pay back 10K? What? You're getting 30K for free? Damn you, subsidized social services. How dare you have a functioning society. What's your interest rate on that, mystery? What's the difference between taco and bologna? Calorie? Calorie count? Alright. Gonna pre-flip that. Should have boosted. I'm just gonna rotate right down the middle because teammate will probably take that chow. Yes, he will. And then Kelpie gets 50. Oh, now he just gets completely dusted on that. Holy. Hello, we're Stinky. Hello, Angenes. Howdy. You're just waiting for Andrew to come in just to say ew. That's next level hating right there. Can't teach that. I meant to lob that a bit higher for Kodak, my bad. That's fine. Oh, that's not fine. Okay, well, that's why you chill. Peak song request? Peak Shopify Rebellion? What's SR? Skill rating? Tell me you don't play Rocket League. I think we're 2077 in threes. I think we were like 1850 in twos. I don't think I've ever actually tried to go for twos SL. But it might be a goal. Oh. I was just playing the beat on that. I didn't know if I actually had the angle or not. Skill rating, well, Overwatch. Ah, okay. That explains a bit. I am not gonna get there. That's fine. Ooh, I didn't expect him to throw it away. Wow, that was kind of interesting that he just threw it that way. It should be easy. Nice. I think Counter-Strike also uses SR. I'm not entirely sure. So teammate, I was waiting for you to kind of leave so I could flick, but that works too. I think you just wanted to help. Kodak, you want to grab that? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna soft tap that, land in the backboard, and flip. That should have been a better 50, but that's okay. Chorus has that, he hits it away. Kodak, obviously you're gonna save this because you have 100, nice. And we're gonna hit that around him. Kodak, I like to take over. I don't like how you didn't go for the ball though. Good read, Koros. We're gonna get extra high on that, and that's why. He's going for the pinch. Koros just gonna go for the bump, or the ball. I'm gonna hope that he doesn't lose that, and if he does, I'm pre-jumping. Oh my god, both with a star, and we both missed. Wow, did Koros, fun fact, buddy, did you pre-jump that with 10 boost? No, you didn't. You just wasted all of it and then missed. Okay, well, that's an option. Did he get bumped? I don't know, but I left it for him. I should have just assumed he would have done something like that. I keep forgetting this is, like, not a good rank. I need to stop assuming everything will work out if I just go for something creative. Imagine? Oh. On PC, I've... Oh. On PC, I manage half flips and speed flips. Now on an accident? What do you mean on an accident? It's a button combo. I guess if you just fling the left stick around enough, you'll get one. Huh? Huh? Heck, I'll be back past that. Oh, he actually recovered on that. All right, Kodak, don't lose that. Nice. Backflip. Perfect. Oh, so yeah, that almost made me poop myself. Not gonna lie. Nice, Koros. We love it. We love it, especially when they give it away right here. And then especially when I was in between, like, if I could double that or if I could just go back post. I should have shot it. Kodak, I don't know if you have that. Oh, I hate that you touched that, but it almost worked out into a goal. Nice order, it looks so good. Yep, actual camera, 30mm prime lens. It's gorgeous. Love it. All right, I'm just gonna put that on target or put it near target. That's fine. I'm just gonna 50 that to be annoying. And that's exactly what I did because Koros wins the game. Oh, good save. Hey, Kodak, you wanna remain middle? Bang. Bang. Nice arrow. Oh, close one. Koros, play shot, play shot, play shot. Excellent, well done, buddy. All right, they're already waiting for us, so I'm just gonna play 50, especially since they're all here, and then Kodak slaps that one, and then they're all panicking. Cool. Koros, nice. Kelpie was patient. They're gonna pinch that, or I thought. Hey, teammate, teammate, bang. Ooh, he wasn't aggressive enough. If you jumped, maybe. Of course, you're gonna beat. Kelpie going for demo? No. I'm just gonna play the read. All right. I can be below GC in the big 2-5 because that's how skill rating works. Buddy, what? Why that'd be a horrible system. Imagine if most players were above the second, or I guess the fourth, third, and second highest rank in the game. That'd be terrible. That'd be terrible. That'd be like that season of Apex where like 70% of the player base was Apex Predator or whatever. You guys remember that? The skill distribution chart where it's just like a bunch of people are like every other rank and then suddenly it's just like, if you played long enough, you're basically guaranteed to be Predator. All right, I'm just gonna get back just in case. Especially for stuff like that. That's off crossbar, that's fine. Especially when I can demo him. No, he stayed with the ball? Crazy, you have no boost, buddy. There's absolutely no way you have more than like 20 boost. I'm gonna assume a soft touch. Nice, Koros, you don't need a lot of boost. Perfect. Force the weird read. OG was a full team. Jeez, heaps. That too. I'm gonna ignore this, steal the ball, because they're gonna give it away anyway. Oh, I was gonna back pass, but my teammate was right next to me, and I was like, I don't wanna hit it right at him. I got a little bonk. Get a little bonk. All right, we're just gonna, well, I was gonna flick that, but that works too. I think Kodak should take a 50 on that. Kodak, don't touch it. All right, I'm just trying straight near it. That's fine. Koros, you need to get that. Oh, I don't like how you ran into me. That's okay. They all missed. They missed as well. Kodak. Koros, pinch. Off corner, comically large, missed. Demo? Guy's deaf and mute. What the heck? He was just standing there. I gotta get out. Sorry, Kodak. Oh, well, I was gonna pinch that, but that works too. Of course, be careful, you can't recover. And pop that over him. Great touch. Oh, dang it. I didn't flip into flip, but also I should have rotated more so I could have extended that. That was a good first touch. Koros pass, maybe, at all? Sure, we'll play the beat. I don't know if Kelpie's playing my beat. Koros turn, backboard me. Let's do something stylish, or not. Goal. No! Dude, that was it. Green's good fortune. Hello, monkey. I'm playing that extra high, and then I am, oh, I was gonna send his ass to Kingdom Come right there. Kelpie gets beat. LMAO. All right, well, I don't know why that was so slow. Hi, what's a trail? White luminous is usually what I use, I feel like. Hold on, let's check. I actually don't know, I changed cars. Black luminous. I just bought iPhone 17 because I love consumerism. Boo. Turns into a tablet thing, the fold. I'm kind of indecisive on that stuff. I don't like how the screen bends because I've noticed in some people when they open up the phone enough, the crease in the middle, you can see it like protrude a little bit because I think it's like, it's not necessarily plastic, but you know what I mean? Like the screen covering, it gets like, what's the best word for that? Warped, I guess? iPhone's so goated, not gonna lie. I too like buying the second most powerful phone on the platform. The iPhone is a boner? What? They added a dick to the iPhone? Damn, they're just trying everything. Nah, people can use whatever phone they want. It's fine. I'm not really one for phone wars. I think Apple people just like how their ecosystem syncs. That is the one thing that they definitely have over Android. Because you can buy like Android synced stuff or Windows synced stuff, but it's not really the same as how cohesive Apple is. But that's comes with the upcharge of spending 20%, 30% more on literally everything. $20 trillion carrots, sorry about that. You got tagged because you used part of a copy pasta that people use to try to make streamers say the N-word. And that's the only time I've ever seen knee and growth next to each other in a sentence that isn't just that copy pasta. So sorry for Nightbot owning you there. Hey Zachary. I was trying to take a little bit off there. Nice. Imagine Mirage when you get pre-jumped. Or you just let it go, sad. He didn't want the heat. He didn't want Kodak watching that one. Okay, well, so chat, that is usually why you don't want to be all the way on the sideline as the third guy. What were they doing? They also turned away from the play on that was hit, which is a little weird, but that's okay. Little goofy, silly mistake. Trying to help out that on that, but that was good recovery by them. I'll take that. Oh, yellow. Man, of course, you are no fun, buddy. Both me and my teammate saw the potential for a cool pre-jump, and then teammate just slapped it directly at the backboard on the near side. The one place we can't go to. Sad. No double. You sound like Sambucha. That was like a person I have not been compared to in many moons, so it must be true. It's 3 a.m. already and I can't sleep, but he's got to stop drinking caffeine so late. Oh, good cut. I didn't expect him to get that, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh. I didn't see him rip around that corner. Kodak, go now. Nice. Ah, man, I was so desperate on that one read. Couldn't get it, that's fine. It's crazy, overtouched it. Low-key might have been a pass, not anything about it, but that's okay. I'd like to just assume they're bad, it helps my ego. Oh, hello. Oh. I overshot that first arrow. Honestly, if I probably went lower, that would have worked out way better. Like a Shadow Fennec wrap? What the heck? What do you mean? Oh, Shadow the Hedgehog. I swear when I joined the stream, I smelled a perfume. That's what's called a hallucination. An olfactory hallucination. Unless YouTube has introduced smell-o-vision, because I am wearing a cologne. It's called Aura. I don't know if that's perfume. Although it would be a really funny perfume name. All right, saved our flip for that one. Yeah, just take it to the corner. just get it out of danger for right now. That's fine. Use that momentum against him. Demo Mirage, maybe? Man, I just be driving. I just be driving sometimes. I can probably miss that pre-jump and then make up for it here. Get bumped to the 50? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, gamer. Man, Sleepy, you're so fat, dude. You stole my boost. I was trying to tap it somewhere where Kodak could reach. Honestly, I kind of baited him. That was kind of an awkward one where it's like, sometimes you touch a pass into a path of a teammate, but when you do that, it makes him, I think, feel obligated to chase. And on that one, honestly, he probably shouldn't have gone. But because I passed it, I think he was like, well, I gotta go. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's my bad. I shouldn't have baited you in like that. Oh, you wanna cut that? Damn, it's crazy. Oh, teammate, you're fine. I'm just gonna clear it over him. And then read that. Oh, wait, backboard me. Hell yeah. No boost? No! I literally had no boost right as I called that out, and then I realized I needed like one more little boop. So that's sweet boost. Hello, Ahmed. Well, I am bad. Oh, well, there's no way he would have known that I had a breakaway there. Kodak, you don't need boost. Go, 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 go. That almost worked, and he missed. And I still can't get there. Okay, well, that's a rough way to lose. So I told Kodak he didn't have boost, but it would be nice if he didn't jump. I was playing the 50. Ooh, you guys are bad. Not both players turning away. I switched from YouTube to Twitch. Hello, Zik124Z. Welcome in. Day by day, they become so great. Axe body spray is odd, but also not my taste. I more like masculine sort of perfumes with sweetness to them. I mean, Axe isn't a perfume. I feel like perfume is like specifically, unless you're referring to like a very, very general category of like odors in a liquid form. Milk is more hydrating than water. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say even if it is in a hypothetical aspect of like if you add some like salt into it or whatever, I would say no just because you can't chug milk in the same way. So the efficiency of drinking milk, even if it was more hydrating, would be worse than water. Like there's not really any ill effects to chugging water so long as you're peeing it out. Like yeah, there's technically water poisoning or whatever, but that's also like extreme. I mean, like in a standard way of just trying to intake a lot of water versus intake a lot of milk. I'm gonna miss this. Yeah, halfway through, I was like, I waited too long. It's fun trying to warm back up after a weekend off. Okay, I tried to get a 50, and that was pretty good, especially if he can land on that. Perfect pass, holy crap. We're gonna fake that. Oh, that could have been such an insane clip if both of them bit, and I faked them. Have you guys seen that tweet of, it's like I cut in front of a man at this restaurant, and while I was trying to get my Dr. Pepper fill up at the fountain, And I said, oh, so sorry. And he goes like, honey, you don't ever have to apologize while visiting the doctor. He's like, and it low-key kind of felt like I met God, but in disguise. And I'm like, yeah. That's aura right there. That's fine. All right, we're just gonna go right into a reset. Skip that high? No, I got 2 around it. My momentum is carrying me forward. Nice. It's more rollerball perfumes. I have a local shop specialized in perfumes, Love Potion and whatnot. I have one actually that comes from, what's the store, dude? I'll remember it eventually. Oh. But yeah, Axe, the problem is like, it's just too distinctive and not in a good way. Like I think the problem is some stuff is too identified with a certain shtick or gimmick or marketing audience. Like ICP or whatever, that like, when you think of Axe, I think of teenagers. And as you grow up, I don't really ever want to wear something that makes people be like, this smells like after gym, you know? Because that's what I associate that with. I personally have always thought, and it's kind of generic, but in terms of like larger brands, Old Spice is something everyone like trash talks, but I have not dated a single woman that hasn't smelled like an Old Spice body wash or like hair gel of mine and been like, wow, that smells really nice. And then when I reveal it's Old Spice, she's like, ugh, gross. And I'm like, well, that's funny how you liked it until you knew what it was, you know? Holy, no way you get that double. Oof, nice pass. Water's 1.0 on the hydration scale, whereas milk's at 1.6. Dr. Pepper is one of my favorite fun beverages. I just feel like Dr. Pepper is like, if there was a low sugar version of it instead of a diet, I'd like it more. You know what I mean? Like, there's some drinks that I just can't drink because it's like insane amounts of sugar in that can. But if they could just like find a way to like have it, I would drink that. Because the diet just has like a weird chemically taste, like all diet sodas do. I also think that some diet soda, like I think Coke Zero and like Pepsi Max or whatever, they taste fine, whatever. Dr. Pepper is something you need the unadulterated version, you know what I mean? Like you can't drink an altered version of it. It's just the original is too good. But I can only drink like those small cans of it. I can't drink a full can of that. Oh. Do they have cane sugar versions? I think that would bang. Like the Mexican Cokes. They have Mexican Dr. Pepper. I think cane sugar would go down a little bit better for me because the thing I don't like about the high fructose corn syrup is that it does taste like you're kind of drinking like a solid, like at a certain point. At least that's how I feel after growing up and drinking way less soda as I got older. Now when I drink a soda, it literally feels like I'm slurping like gelatin. Like I don't know how else to describe it. Because I used to grow up and be like, who would ever drink those? You know those like mini cans? Like not the 12-ounce cans, like the 7-ounce cans that are like as wide as your palm. I was always like, who would ever drink that? That's so little soda. And now, honestly, as like an adult, that's actually the only amount of soda I can drink anymore. Oh my God. Do you remember me? Okay, so fun fact, whoever just asked that, YouTube is on a weird setting lately where everybody's YouTube like username, like @ is being used and not their display username. So I genuinely do not know most people coming in. I didn't think Old Spice had that stigma. I don't know, like a lot of the women I've dated, like when they talk about, like I'm shopping and I'm looking at different stuff, they look at Old Spice, they're like, ah, no, Old Spice is so generic, it's so whatever. But then every time I like just say, hey, just smell this, they smell it and they go, oh, that's like really nice. I'm like, yeah, it's Old Spice. And they're like, oh, I can't believe it. And it's like, no, it's just because in your mind, you think Old Spice is generic. But I don't know, Old Spice has always had like pretty decent scents. I don't use it anymore, but I definitely used to, and it was always really nice. Let me check if there's a setting for that. Wow! Kyle with the 10. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you, Kyle. Hello, JC. I don't know if YouTube has a setting for this in the chat of like why it's showing everyone's users. Anyway, I'll figure it out later. Thank you, Cal. We'll update this. I did not read what Jesse said. I was doom scrolling on YouTube and came across you slandering Dr. Pepper. No, I'm not saying I'm slandering. I actually love Dr. Pepper, but as I've gotten older, I can't drink normal soda anymore. It's just way too sugary. I can drink a Jarrito or a Mexican Coke, but I can't drink anything else. If it has high fructose corn syrup, it's just way too much. I use the original Old Spice. No, I agree. It is kind of hard to find sometimes. They always have like some variant, and you're like, nah, I just want the OG. I think the OG I'm allergic to or something, because I used to get rashes when I use like certain aluminum-based deodorants. I don't know if the deodorants still use that or whatever, but why are old soda so much better, like RC Cola and Fresca? I don't know if I've ever had an RC Cola. I was the one with the orange cat video, and my display name was Gabe Vlogs. Well, welcome back to Gabe Vlogs. I do vaguely remember that. Oh, Nightmare Rally is AFK. I feel like completed Rocket League just to... Wait, have you ever feel like what? Have you ever tried to complete all the achievements? I don't even know what all the achievements are in Rocket League. Some of them are like really weird. It's like score a goal on DFH with a antenna or whatever, and I'm like, well, that's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna use an antenna. Oh, we're playing the GCU team. Grand Canyon University. The Antelopes! I was gonna say the premier Christian university in Arizona, but I actually don't know if they're even technically Christian. I think they are. Fun fact, that's where Dapper went to school. If anyone remembers Dapper. Oh, I like the part where I fake chow that, and then I miss the boost I was gonna steal. They trusted my read more than I did. Luckily, this guy slaps it. You know what? You get a +1 forever. It's fine with my sleep schedule, however. Vibe. Oh, hello. Oh. Sometimes you're really playing for those 50s. Oh, I was trying something else, but it almost worked. When's the next RL event? It is the World Championship. Just kidding, it's EWC, but that doesn't count because it's Saudi blood money. Anyway. I'm sure the fans will react very well to Hercules casting the main event and then JamesBot and CJ and Jorby all not casting at all. I'm sure everyone will be very mature and not super teenage boy rage about it. Nice one, guy. That's actually a pretty cool pre-jump right there. I'm gonna give him a close one. One guy, I'm sorry, I put it below you. Man, I was playing for 50, no one challenged that. I should have just cut it and then immediately flicked. Like an unbotted person would do. Flick. Oh, hello. Okay, left that boost. Nah, I was hoping he'd delay that flick just a little bit longer. Oh, one guy, Okay, we're good. If I knew any of these casters, do you not watch any RLCS? Oh, hello. Is 2 liter only supposed to contain 6 serving sizes? Feels very, that seems like that would be a very high. There's no way you're supposed to drink 1/3 of a liter per serving. for like soda at least. Oh! If I had a little bit more boost, I could have flicked that straight down. One guy that's actually a perfect time challenge. Nice. You're fine. That's fine. Oh, I thought I never really missed that boost, so I was being a little overly greedy on that one. All right, we're hitting that backboard, but a little light just because I knew that was going to be saved, but at the very least allows us to recover a little bit. Teammate, go. This cream soda, wait, it's 6 servings per 2 liter. That seems insanely high, even for US standards. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know if those statements have been verified by the FDA, Matt. You know what I mean? Own goal at Minty. I know you want to. Aw. We've drank like 1 liter of soda, what would happen? You die. That's just, we all know that. You play kind of like left. You mean boring and white? Like a white pasty guy? He's not tan? You can tell how tan someone is by how they play, chat. Uh-oh. Oh, I was going for a very creative 50 and they just did not care. 100 calories serving per serving? What? That cream soda is basically like a salad at that point. Personally, I'd put up a hand, but that's good. Close one. Do you use your PC or a controller? I use the Wii nunchucks. EWC feels so blah, it never feels like a real event. Well, it's just, it's soulless. That's the biggest issue. It's just a bunch of money being thrown. Every caster's getting paid $30,000, $40,000 just for that event or whatever. The prize pool is huge, but ultimately, I think at the end, someone said it really well, and I agree. I think for other esports, maybe not, because like there's some scenes like EWC is their big event for the year. But even if with a huge prize pool, I think when you ask a lot of players looking back, like what do you cherish most about your career, they're gonna talk about winning worlds, winning majors. They're not gonna say like, we won EWC. It's like, okay. Honestly, something that will be a little less soulless in the future if Football Association stopped effing it up, like Canada and Singapore, is the FIFA E World Cup for Rocket League. Granted, they're also trying to run it every year, basically, what it seems like, which kind of defeats the purpose, but whatever. Not really a thing. GG, Super Steve. Yet again, a full party will always beat out my randoms who are still figuring out how to aerial. That's what happens when I'm just trying to solo queue in this rank. So I don't really know if I could ever be surprised. GCU undefeated in ranked versus the Danger Taco. I probably could have scored that, but I didn't trust myself. Blah, 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 blah. 50. Nice. I was hoping for like a weird deflection as he recovered. Someone in chat asked me why did I take all the boosts? Because I deserve it and my teammates don't. No, I don't know. It depends on the situation, buddy. I'm not trying to purposely just take all of it. Sometimes you just take it so the other team can't get it. I have no idea what scenario you're actually referring to, though. All right, we're gonna have to near post that. Close one. I thought he was going back already. All right, not great touch. Blah, blah, blah. Nice. Careers are much shorter than real football. It's funny that like football you'd think would be way shorter because it's like physical, you know? But I don't know, I just feel like if you hold a World Cup every year, it's like it dilutes the value of it. But again, that's kind of why it feels kind of like a soulless marketing thing. At least to me. Because at least with the World Cup, like even like if they made it every 2 years, I think it would have a little bit more like, ooh, pizzazz to it, you know? We're gonna cut around that guy. I'm gonna roll that. All right, tap that to Yeru. That was actually almost insane. Good morning, Hussein. Wow, he got around a lot around that. I was trying to cut that early. All right, I'm gonna trust Yeru to get that. How you doing? We're doing all right. We got woken up for my flight because I was traveling today at 4 a.m. for my flight. So I've been up for like 16 hours. So I apologize if the stream isn't as high energy as you might wish. Tomorrow will be much better, but for right now, yeah, I'm not doing super hot. We'll get there. Do you like hard shell or soft shell? Entirely depends on the atmosphere. If I'm going to like an actual restaurant getting tacos, I want soft shell. But if I'm like making a taco night for my friends, I think it's kind of fun to have hard shell, you know? It also holds form a lot better, so it's a lot easier for like someone made some ground beef, seasoned some ground beef, and we just have a bunch of like kind of like a salsa bar and whatnot for tacos. I think that's like a more fun thing to have hard with. Last time we had an altercation, what did we do? You see that Jaguars kicker made a 70-yard field goal? Yeah, and he said, oh, don't worry if it doesn't count for a record, which I don't get why not. Like, I understand, like, people are like, oh, it's different, the pressure's different. But I'm like, yeah, but the thing is like, defenses actively don't try as hard and you're playing against backups or whatever for, like, everything else. But, like, based on how rare it is to get a kick blocked or anything, I don't think it really matters that they're playing the backup special teams field goal unit, you know? I think it should count for stuff like that. And also people act like, yeah, well, it's amazing that someone can even kick it that far. I'm like, do you guys not know what kickoffs are? The difficulty of field goals, it was never the power required. It was always the precision balanced with the power. That's the whole point. Because if you measure it out kind of like the degree of error that you have to reckon with, like if you kick it perfectly straight, it'll go straight. And then if you kick it slightly to the side, the further out you go, that more likely you're gonna just completely biff it. On top of that, with wind and everything, like, it's crazy. I could see in the future us having records with asterisks, kind of like track, where someone will hit like a 69, 71 yarder or whatever, but it'll be like, oh, you hit it in Atlanta though, and there's no wind. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be like a wind-based or weather-based thing. Like, I wonder what the longest field goal is in snow. When's the blindfolded speedrun coming out? There is actually a speedrun category for Rocket League. Within the base game, it's for season mode. Oh my God, that was actually kind of yike. I'm a teacher in advanced algebra, so happy you get started tomorrow. Your school semester starts tomorrow. You guys have such early semesters. It's so weird. Having quals for FIFA E can also help instead of just being whatever teams they can throw together. Well, so part of the issue with that, Big Z, is that when it comes to FIFA E, they invite because like legally speaking, you can't just get like 3 Americans and then throw them on a team and say that's the US team, you know? Like you have to, it's kind of the same in collegiate where like some schools, if you play in a tournament, you have to say, oh, we're West Virginia Esports Club or whatever, you know? Like, because the school has to actually approve because you are technically representing the school, much like in FIFA, you're representing a country. So in soccer, there's a football association, which is, you know, who actually organizes and licenses out that property. And with esports, it kind of falls into the FA people. And so they've been chatting with a bunch of different countries. And most countries, if they're normal and fun and actually people who enjoy seeing neat things in the space or, you know, are capable of Googling, they're like, yeah, sure, I don't care. Let's go, let's make a team. And then other times, like Canada, they're like, I don't know. And meanwhile, they're like, hey guys, this won't cost you anything. We'll take care of all travel. It's also an E-rated game. It's also, you know, not really that controversial of a scene. I understand like Smash, you know, like Smash is like people swearing and drinking and, you know, it's like a really rowdy like atmosphere. But like Rocket League is a very E-rated game. It's perfectly fine to sponsor, blah, blah, blah. But they're just like, I don't know. So there's like 2 years in a row, Canada can't make a team because their FA is run by freaking troglodyte cavemen who are like, no, it's not a real thing. Which is weird because apparently they sponsored FIFA E, like the EA Sports FC or whatever, like the FIFA game for esports, but they didn't sponsor Rocket League because like it's not similar enough to soccer, and it's like, buddy, it's literally called soccer for a reason. Bonk. Just go! It's open up! Yeah. So much for making a game like Taco League, just tacos smashing into each other. I like it. I don't got school? Hell yeah, Venom. Gotta rub that in. I'm not gonna lie, chat. The day I left graduate school and it clicked for me that I am never going back to school ever again, it was a fun time. That was a weird feeling. I just don't ever foresee there being a scenario in which I'd ever want to seek out another degree. I think you should be an actor if I wasn't a Rocket League player. Yeah, I don't know about that, buddy. Yeah, let's find an even more unsustainable career than streaming. Do a quadruple musty flip reset psycho? Yeah, no problem. I pulled that off last game, but I guess you weren't watching. You're built like an unseasoned breadstick. I don't understand how that would change anything. Like, do you season it and it changes the structure? I think you would have been fine with just breadstick. Like, how heavy are the seasonings you're putting on that it's denting your breadstick and affecting its structural integrity? I think you just revealed more about yourself than about me. I think I get that save. Never mind, it's too high. Oh. Oh, okay, I was about to say, I was playing your block. People season breadsticks? I mean, yeah, you put on a little sprinkle. Soccer? Yeah, T-Rex, if you go into custom games and make a Rocket League game, like private match, the game mode for what we're playing is called Soccer. It's S-O-C-C-A-R. That's what it's like literally labeled in the game. So the fact that the FC is like, it's not similar enough to soccer. It's like, in my opinion, it's actually more similar to hockey, but still, it's a ball and it goes into a goal, you know? Banger song on the Twitch Spotify right now, chat, I'm not gonna lie. What's up? Hello, Osito fam. I'm gonna fake chow that and touch it high, and then we're going to 50 it again, and then we're gonna dish it out. Oh, that bounced right as I was gonna scoop that up. Just gonna deliver that one on a platter for my teammate. All right. Thought I could chip it over both, but only got one guy. That's fine. I'm gonna pre-jump that just because he did not get a clean setup on that. Other guy gave it away. Nice. All right, I really took myself out of the play and I did not need to. Luckily my teammates seemed competent enough, question mark. Almost ate that one. How's life been treating you? Pretty good. Pay raise for my job comes in just under 2 weeks, which will be lit. That's a whole new life that we got going. Everything else coming pretty cool. We started an initiative at work for trying to move this one product, and I just got a potentially very big bite on it, which is, if I get to process it, it's gonna be a fat chunk of change for me on commission. So I just gotta make sure that actually goes through. Because technically I got that through someone, like one of my bosses. They had a connection at a local university near them. And they were like, hey, hit this person up. And I did, but I was like, all right, am I free to like sell them stuff or do you want to do it? Because it's technically your contact. So I'm waiting for her clarification on that. I guess we'll see. Either way, I'm just happy to help. Uh-oh, teammate. I was playing the 50 and he's like, nah. Alrighty. I've ever painted Octane? Well, look at you, buddy. You're a collector. Your trophy's in the mail. Spring, everything goes good for you? Yeah. It's been going nice. I do feel a little bad that I've been trying to stay productive on YouTube. It's really funny actually because sorry chat, hold on. No, oh my God. I think I just accidentally, wait, hold on. I just paid something on PayPal and I'm really confused what I just paid. It says I paid it to Sony. And I'm like, well, I haven't paid for PlayStation Plus or anything in like years, so I don't know what that would be otherwise. I think I just accidentally paid for PlayStation Plus. Well, that's unfortunate. What do you sell exactly? I am a security integrator, so my company sells like access control. So like, you know, there's like card scanners and stuff to like lock doors and let you in and whatnot. We do that. We do video surveillance. We do the security system that actually links all of it together. So like sets off alarms and alerts people to where all the danger's going with like, you know, a bunch of advanced analytics on the cameras, and sell switches, which are like, you know, the network part of a system that can actually, you know, all communicate to each other. And we just kind of build it out for people. And I'm the guy who gets people on the phone and helps be like, so I heard you would need something we provide. Nope. Yeah, it's like a $400 billion industry, so there's some money to be made for sure. Yeah, and we're pretty successful in the West, so I'm helping them expand out into more states, basically. Please don't turn outside, and you turned outside. Whoop. Do you need a degree? Technically, no. So I'm a caster. So I'm pretty comfortable talking to people. And I'm a psych master's. So a lot of, you know, emotional intelligence, kind of the psychology of making a sale and psychology of persuasion was kind of my background. And now it's about like learning how to hone that into like sales instincts, which is not something I necessarily have. But it was kind of fun because talking to my boss during my interview, he used to work in broadcast journalism. And he's also a psych guy, so he was laughing. He was like, oh, wait, you actually have a very similar career path to me before I got into this industry. And I'm like, hey, let's go. So he's mentoring me. It's been a good time. I work with my dad welding. Welding's a good career to get into. Are you apprentice right now? Is like your dad like the journeyman type of guy? Oh. Oh, I just got caught in that delay flip. Pinch. Whew. I'm not gonna lie, I stole that from my teammate, but I really wanted the pinch. I thought that would have been really cool. All right, I'm chasing a little too much, but this other team is not fast, so I feel like I kind of can get away with it. I'm just gonna shoot this, see what happens. All right, gonna bail back. Open shot, that's fine. I'll let teammate take that. And he's gonna dime me. Oh, hit it backwards. If he hit it forward, that would have been perfect, actually. My dad owns his business, nice. That's fine. Yeah, these guys are really slow. I gotta take advantage of that. Are they in a party? Yes, they are. So it's fat points if we win, too. Oh. All right, I just wanted to clean contact on that. Okay, one guy. All you gotta do is peek the hardest you've ever peeked before. Or that. Nice speed, teammate. Catch that, and you're dead. Oh, awesome. All right, I think I beat 2 of them with there. Catch and take it around. Catch and take it around. Don't let it bounce. That's... Ooh, okay, I was about to say, I'm like, that's really awkward. I'm just gonna grab this. I'm just gonna make sure we're all steady in the back. This is not... This should not ever be a loss. These guys are playing so flimsy and scared. Oh, no. Oh, that's insane that they couldn't drive straight and that's how they score. That's kind of wild. I'll give them a nice shot. You know what? I'm trash talking these guys, but they pulled off a crazy goal with no boost. So good for that. What's your rank in 2v2? Like GC3. I have no idea what we're actually at in terms of MMR though. Oh, teammate, no, you deflected me. Oh no, it's a kickoff goal because he deflected me. That's unfortunate. He just landed right in front of me. I trust. Ah, he just bonked me a little bit. Well, this is an embarrassing loss. We've been kind of kicking the butt most of this game, and then we give them back-to-backs. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Getting back in Rocket after a 1.5 year break, and I'm unked out. Yeah, it is not an easy game to get back into. I'm not gonna lie, I'm solo queuing. I've fallen out of 1600, which is crazy because in 2s I'm playing fine in a higher rank, but 3s is just like, it's a different beast. People just don't know how to aerial straight up, like at a certain point. They just do not know how to press the button and fly. Huge. I figured, I'm like, this guy's definitely gonna try to turn and cut when he does not need to, so I'm just gonna play the hard read, and that's exactly what happened. Yuck. Oh, and if that guy failed that pinch, that would have been hilarious. All right, surely we don't lose in overtime, chat, right? Surely the one guy goes right now, right? Yeah, let's play that a little bit safe. This is gonna be a really bad read. Yeah, I was like, I don't think it's even gonna get there. Can I bonk? Can I bonk? We're just gonna go straight back. Get 5 tips for playing 2v2. 1 sec. We're going to cut that really hard.
Give 5 tips for playing 2v2.
I mean, it really depends on your rank, buddy. I can't just, like, there's no... If I just gave 5 general tips for any rank, it wouldn't be useful, you know? Bro's treating me like a chat GPT. Got a dad to that demo. He almost got back to that, I'm not gonna lie. That was kind of crazy. That's... Oh, wow, you really mishit that. That's fine. Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to stay afloat so I wouldn't get demoed. Kind of worked. All right, I just played the beat on that. Your C1, I would say for you it's mostly just getting close angle reads on the wall and then being able to react off that. Oh, just ran out of boost. Thank you, teammate. Play the second touch, teammate. No problem. Catch. I'm gonna let that bounce past me. Play the 50, that's fine. We don't need a lot of read on that. I'm just gonna get in the way. Yep. Honestly, if you're a C1, you're probably struggling still with getting hyper consistent on your fast aerial. A lot of people are like, I know how to do it, and like, you don't. Or at least you're not doing it consistently. That's the biggest thing that I notice about players at your rank, is you know how to fast aerial, but you do it about 60 to 50% of the time. The best way to test that is to go in free play, turn off unlimited boost, and try to stand still, jump straight up, touch the ceiling, land, and then jump from a standing position again and touch the ceiling for a second time. And if you need more than just 100 boost to do that, then you're not taking off properly. Oh, good chow, okay. I didn't think he'd chow that, to be honest. I thought that would be too obvious. And we lost. Incredible, all right. Personally, I wouldn't knock the ball away on a ball crawling toward me, but that's just me. Yeah, I would say like if you're a C1, learning how to, you know, just do that, like take off directly straight every single time perfectly, leaning back in your first jump, that'll help you a lot. Second off, learning how to like actually keep the ball close on the wall, so tap that around, and then learning how to just stay near it. You don't need to actually dribble it forward, just learn how to do something like that, you know? Especially off the back wall. The most important skill I think that you can learn, especially defensively, is learning how to buy time like this. Like, you don't even need to air roll, just do that, you know? I think a lot of people try to rush everything and they try to freak out everyone and they're like, oh, I gotta go, you know, omega fast and gotta challenge this, gotta go for that, and da, da, da. And just like, now you just need to play controlled. Stop throwing the ball away as hard as possible. That's another one. The backboard is a lie in 2v2. You don't want to lob it off the backboard over and over, because in threes, you have players that can go for it and then another guy if you miss. But in twos, if you throw it off the backboard, most of your time, teammate's gonna be like, I got it! And if you hit that really hard and you land in their goal, or you have a slow recovery and then your teammate goes and he doesn't get on that, it's kind of Jover, you know? Like, you don't really have a way to, I'm gonna leave that mid boost for my teammate. So don't lob it off the backboard unless it's a soft lob or your teammate's really far back and you can like recover efficiently. Sure. Triple reset musty, I can only do a quadruple and a double reset into a musty. I can't do a triple. It's my one, it's one weak spot in there. Danger.ai. Yep. Yeah, give me 5 tips to improve in twos. These tips must rhyme. Oh, okay. That's something a lot of AI models I remember are really bad at. If you made it write a poem that rhymed, it would like not know how to do that. Like it could not figure out what a rhyme scheme was. Or it would, and then it would like get really inconsistent and start hallucinating random lines. Like the LLM just would not keep track of it. And I'm like, that seems like such a basic thing to do, and yet it just can't do that. It's literally just follow a pattern, like, what are we doing here? You're not the boss of me, but I'm the boss of you, sheep. How you doing, sheepo? Your teammate take that up? Oh, you backed away. Coward. That's fine. Oh, I don't like how you touched that. I should have known that he was going to turn on that. I thought he was getting out. There's also part of the issue of like, when I play this rank, I just don't expect people to like flick it there. Because there you want to take a 50. You don't want to try to like beat them around the side. I understand what my team was going for, but 90% of the time that ball is going to rebound off the wall and then just go right back to the guy you're trying to get it back. Like that really only works if the guy is diving at the play and you're further into the middle, because then you can knock it off the sideline and then no one sees it coming. But until that, I was trying to honestly just get in that, wow, you're not good at this game. Holy crap. Actually, don't accept that forfeit, but I hate how this guy saw that lob and then immediately turned full on and then didn't anticipate that this guy might use a flip on that. That would have been fine if he just stood still, but he decided to drive forward into what I call the no man's land, where you're too far out of goal to actually make a save and you're too close, but you're not close enough to the ball to actually jump at it. So you're just sitting there with your mouth open like a buffoon. Just gonna lob that because no one's quite up yet. I'm just gonna get out. These games are insanity. A little bit, B. Martin. How you doing? All right. That should be pretty easy on the catch. Into the scoop. Into the goal. All right. We'll take that. You're on Twitch as well? I stream on Twitch and YouTube. At the same time. Whoa! Also, I didn't update the super chat goal. I'm a bot. My bad. I'll fix that right after this. Backboard me. Try to flick underneath that, and if you get it at the right angle, it does exactly that. It just kind of scoops it extra, but fortunately my lead off wasn't fast enough. Demo the third, just so he can't come up and get the goal. Mir just gonna let him hit that. That's gonna bounce out a little bit. I'm gonna keep that high just because that's a weird read for one guy because he has no momentum. Hence why he gives it away. Nice. And that's post in. Or not. No, Tario's not the only mod. The other mods hide in a corner. You watching MNL? Says, are you watching MNL? I'm guessing that's Monday Night Lights. I think that's Mr. Bepek's channel event, doing some collegiate scrims. I gotta get back to scrims. I miss casting. Gotta get some stuff cooking up on the channel. Oh! Those are my favorite type of bumps, where you just smack someone out of the air from the blind side, and they're like, wait, what? Like, why am I moving away? Okay, combining that one. Number two, here, we'll go for double here. Ah, I missed it. Sad. Losable? Oh, Mird got bummed. Okay, that explains a lot. No, like, I have not seen it. Mod Avengers assemble! Hey, Hockey. That's actually kind of crazy that Hockey is a Twitch mod, and he came into the stream as a YouTube mod, said Mod Avengers assemble. Ooh, I didn't expect that to get through 2 players. Like I said, highly losable. All right. What just happened here? Wow, he thread that needle. Ooh, I did not think he would dust me to that. I'm gonna be dead ass. Okay, we got that save. They do not have that goal. Mirrored, get the clear. That's not the best. That's actually a loss. That's crazy. Oh, that guy had a really bad shot. I was about to say, I'm like, damn, that's a really good pass. I didn't expect him to speed it up like that. It's fine. Jumping literally just at that guy because he's the only one who can aerial it. Just kidding. He almost got that through. Oh my god, dude. I remember how supersizing was a thing for fast food chains. Yeah, and there's Supersize Me, the documentary that ended up faking all its data. Which is crazy considering it was shown in like every health classroom ever across the nation for like 2 decades. Oh, sorry. You run ads on Twitch, right? Well, I don't run them, like Twitch runs them, you know? The only time you don't get Twitch on ads on Twitch is if you have Twitch Turbo or sub to me. Can't see you. What a horrible bounce. Bang, bang, let's go. Oh, V Hollow Flame, it has been a while. What's up with you? Baked all its data, but I can't lie, the outcome of no longer supersizing is a net positive. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, you just don't need that much food. Like, I think when you think about it from the sense of like, if you're eating like, I'll say the average person, what? Let's say like 16 to 2,000 calories a day, I would say. Let's just, I think the FDA uses 2,000 as the basis, like, I believe. But either way, yeah, like a supersized thing of fries is like just first of all, an absurd amount of sodium, which is wild. But then on top of that, it's like a good 600, 700 calories by itself. Like half of your, or like almost a third of all your calories could be like one thing. And then of course there's like the crime against nature thing of like some of those milkshakes at like the Blizzards or whatever that are like 2,000 calories, 4 days of sugar in one thing. And I'm like, man, if you ate that in one go, holy crap. Instant diabetes. So I'm in the world of ranked in every game. Yep. That's where I'm at right now. I have so little respect for the teams I'm playing in ranked, which is sad because they're not like super big pushovers, but I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, if I just peak once a game, these are easy dubs. Sorry, buddy. I wanted to keep that on the ground for you, but I would love some supervised fries. Honestly, as much as I love my air fryer, you can't replicate like fast food oil vat fryers like you can like Wendy's fries. So crispy, dude. That texture, man, makes all the difference. I do have some crinkle cut fries in my freezer though. If I ever get the itch, capital T, capital I. Double gulp twice a day? What? That's gross. But also, like, it's a thing where, like, you go to, like, I told this story on stream, but, or maybe I wrote on Twitter, I forget. Probably both. But we had European exchange students come to my college, and they always were like, they would crack a joke or two at, like, oh, US is so obese, like, all these guys drinking so much and eating so much, blah, blah, blah. And we started taking them out to like American restaurants because they wanted to experience like what really actually is like American fast food. Like they were like, first off, these portions are insane, but like the first time they'd been into like a Five Guys burger, it was like that Danny DeVito gif of like, I get it now, you know? Like, I get it. Like, it was that. They literally were biting, like, I totally understand why you guys are so fat. This is so delicious. I can tell how unhealthy it is with every bite. Like, it hurts my chest eating this much salt, but my God, it's delicious. Giving him like stuffed crust pizza and stuff. He's like, this is just so like, one of the guys had a great term. He's a hedonic. Like it's exactly, hedonism is the exact way you want to describe American food culture. The German accent. I mean, it's not supposed to be. I don't know the Dutch enough. Outside you have to slur some of those vowels into sh. Got the flu in August. I want Wendy's and fries right now. Honestly, a Frosty, I have to say, is probably among the weaker of the fast food ice creams. I saw my my teammate driving very slowly on the back end of that rotation. So I'm like, oh, you're waiting for a pass, and then he just was goofing. He was just a slow guy. He was a poke. He was poking along. Oh, that would have been sick if he touched that. But why would you shoot that? That's fine, you give it away. Or got the text, or torch. Double gulp twice a day is crazy. I still think the most psychotic thing was Appa back in the day, aka Executive Sniper, aka Gummy, on Twitch. Would come in here and be like, yeah, I want my like 6th Red Bull. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, the big one. I'm like, I'm just like calculating how much caffeine that is. I'm like, dude, your heart is gonna give out when you're like 40, dude. You gotta be careful. I was gonna double that, but I was like, maybe that's not advisable. If these guys are even a party, they're just better than my teammates. That's sad. Luck of the draw, I guess. I'm just chasing so hard, but I know every rotation from these guys is like super deep. Why would you jump for that? All right, I'm gonna put that inside. That should be a pretty good read. Nice, close one. You know what? You were in the right position, Erm. I appreciate that. We are still gonna get counted though. Why would you steer inside, man? He had a perfect read down the corner. If he just stayed there, that would have been a tap. And we got craving McDonald's fries. McDonald's fries? Bro, they heard peak and he's like, what if I went for one of the worst options? The Wendy's fries are where it's at. That sea salt? They're not messing around with that. Ever been to Wendy's of broken frost machine? Best ability is availability. Nah, that's a good point, yeah. Well, McDonald's sold hard when they negotiated for those ice cream machines. That was their biggest foible. It's crazy for like a multi-billion-dollar international, most popular fast food in the world company to throw like that, but it's fine. I wonder whether that contract expires. It's gonna be a game changer when the Blizzard machine actually works or whatever. Wait, no, that, what does McDonald's call them? They're not Blizzards, right? That's Sonic or whatever, right? Or Dairy Queen? What's the ice cream called? McFlurry, thank you. I was like, what's it called? Blizzard's DQ? Okay, I figured. Honestly, Culver's kind of slaps. Their ice cream is pretty crazy. Shout out to Goosey Boy for turning me on to Culver's. He was like, yeah, you should check that out. I'm like, there is one near me. He's like, you should definitely go. I'm like, okay. And he is not lying, dude. Vanilla custard with some Snickers and Reese's peanut butter cups mixed in there. Ooh, when that all breaks apart, dude. Also, Andy's frozen custard. It doesn't really count because it's like a specialty, like it only serves ice cream, but you guys ever been there? Place slaps. That's my we did a good thing today, cheat meal type thing, you know? Culver's definitely not up there. I love their stuff. I think it's also a little cheap because it's not like a specialty made like cheap thing. It's like legitimately just ice cream that they like have specialty flavors of. So naturally it's gonna be stand out a little bit, I think. 50? I'd go over first time in April. Yeah, those little cheese curds, first off, great. Burger, surprisingly good. I think that for me, I'm not really someone who would ever go to, like, if Wendy's burger was mid and the fries were just okay and the chicken sandwich or whatever, you know, I would never go to Wendy's for just the Frosty. I would go to Culver's just for the ice cream. But the fact that the cheese curds are elite and the burger's pretty solid, maybe not the best, I'd put it like a 8.5 out of 10 compared to like other scaled fast food burgers. Call me a shill, and maybe you guys would disagree with this. I still think, in terms of getting your food as quickly as possible, that Wendy's is still my #1 fast food burger. I'm a shill for Wendy's. Many people disagree with me, but I love Wendy's. I love the Wendy's burger. In-N-Out's definitely up there for cost effectiveness, I would say. Yes. Dave's double. I'm a son of Baconator guy. Wendy's fries are moi. That's what I'm saying. I had an Andy's open up a run, and it's very duty. Oh no, E-Rich, yeah, you know, that Andy's frozen custard does not mess around. They have a Mavericks specialty thing. It is vanilla custard with marshmallow in it, and then like kind of blue rock candy mixed in. It sounds really weird, but dude, it is so good. Oh my God. Getting abused over here. Never had a son of Baconator. I like it because it doesn't make my chest sting like I'm about to have a heart attack. But yeah, it's I think it's basically the same as the Baconator, except it's just like a little less bacon. I think it's only 4 slices, and then on top of that, it's, I think, a slightly lighter patty than what Baconator uses. Yeah, I do that. Dave's double is if I'm really hungry and I'm having like a cheat day. Because if I just like eat Wendy's straight up, if I like haven't eaten anything, I'll be like, yeah, screw it, I'll get multiple things. But a Dave's double and a son of Baconator is usually what I get. I'm not really a chicken sandwich guy. Do you guys like chicken sandwiches? I feel like it's just because I eat chicken like every day. So I don't like chicken sandwiches. Gay game. I don't really know what about seeing cars made you think about making out with a guy, but maybe that's something you should investigate. Close. I always get the spicy chicken sandwich. People say that. Honestly, I don't mind the spicy nugs at Wendy's. That's a solid thing that not a lot of fast food places will offer that option, you know? They're also like low key, like just above white person spicy, which I appreciate. AK, like, you guys ever been to a restaurant with like, oh, you're gonna get our spicy chicken, blah, 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 and then you bite into it and it's like the equivalent of like if someone puts black pepper on a meal. You're like, this isn't actually like a spice. This is just like warm, you know? Like, this is not the same. That was also very easy to get a redirect in. Why is your shirt still on? We have not gotten past $50 in the dono. That is why. I was get chicken nuggets with a fast food burger. It's a solid combo for sure. I'm not gonna lie, Wendy's combos are pretty solid. They actually had an in-app deal for a while where a Son of Baconator was $3. And I'm like, damn, that's like 2 patties, 4 bacon slices or whatever, or 2 or 3 or whatever. And for $3, like that's pretty. I got the ghost pepper nugs, they weren't that spicy. Well, I think they kind of want to like slow it down on that one. Because the only time I've had like a real ghost pepper thing was at a store that specifically had like a pepper. And they like straight up squeezed that shit into a dish. And I tried it, I was like, that was not fun. But like any like chip that's like, oh, beware, it's the ghost pepper potato chip or whatever, you bite into it and you're like, this is very clearly like the muted version of it. So they can avoid a lawsuit or whatever. Nice. Don't forget the super chat goal. I'm gonna do that right now as that goal explosions plays. 35. Mike. Mike. Cars touching each other. It's a pride game. I'm pretty prideful playing Rocket League, yeah. Hey, Sohail. What's going on? I'm Papa Chicken, I'm a chicken slaps. I don't know if I've had a McChicken like ever, so I don't know if I can judge it. Also, you know what I don't think I've had in probably like 20 years is a Burger King burger. I think honestly I've had a Jack in the Box burger more recently than I've had a frickin' Burger King. I feel like Jack in the Box is like a much more niche brand. I don't know about you guys. Also, I saw my first Pizza Hut in Dallas-Fort Worth area. It was in the airport. I was almost tempted to go there just because I'm like, I was just talking to you guys on stream about that. I was like, I've not seen a Pizza Hut near me, like ever. Anyone's proud to eat Burger King? I is depressed. I do feel like Burger King is the weakest of the big chains. Like I've never, they have chicken fries, but that's just like, if you're propped up by your fried chicken tendy options, then I don't know if you're really like an elite station, you know? I think at the end of the day, if you don't have an elite burger, I don't like it. Which is also why I found it crazy. Shout out to Tryhouse, my homie in Texas. He loves Whataburger, but the thing is, the place is named What-A-Burger because it's known for having, or founded based on the idea of having a great burger. But he says, actually, you don't get the burger. And if you do get the burger, you're dumb. And so you're supposed to get the chicken sandwich? And I'm like, but that's crazy to me. Keha, thank you for the €11.99 donation. Appreciate you. We're gaming. We're kind of talking dribbling like that. Helly. Like the manwich. Isn't the manwich like a canned thing? Or up to 45, bang. Okay. Dude's used name is manwich? Oh, yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, we're talking about fast food. That is not a thing. But like, yeah, the Whataburger thing never made a sense to me. That you go to What-A-Burger and you don't get the burger. Imagine if you're like, oh my God, you have to try this ramen shop. It is so good. And you're like, all right, I'm gonna get the ramen. It's like, no, you idiot. You're supposed to get the spaghetti. I'm like, what? It's like, no, that's not what they specialize in. Hey, you want to go to an Italian spot? They have such a great General Tso's chicken. What? That's not a thing. Why are you jumping for that? Oh. Oh, that's funny. I'm sending you to a mental facility. Wow. Yeah, you're committing them. Involuntary mental hospital committal for Burger King. I just think the Burger King burger, whenever I've had one, it's just sad. Like you unwrap it and you're like, oh. Just like in the back of my head, I'm always like, oh, that's someone who's going through stuff made this. Like that's how I view it. DB, thank you for that. Putting us over. Oh no, we're not over 50 yet. Oh no, it is. Wait, what the heck? It says on my YouTube window that I'm at 49.93, but for some reason on this side, I'm on 50. I don't know what rounding error is going on there, but okay. We're at 50. Got it. We're stripping chat. I have McDonald's and BK near me, but thank God the BK burgers are so goated. I don't know about that, Big Z. I don't know about that, Big Z. Would revolving sushi be considered fast food? I don't consider it fast food unless you can go through a drive-thru and you don't have to wait more than 2 minutes. And even that's pushing. I define fast food as you order it and you drive up to the window and you're waiting maybe 60 seconds. If you're someone who has to wait, like I remember Popeyes was always something for me whenever my mom would, maybe it's because we ordered something larger for like a family meal. But anyway, I feel like whenever I went to Popeyes, it technically had a drive-thru, but we would order it and then we'd have to wait for like 3-4 minutes. And I'm like, that's like fast-ish food, you know? Like it's not actually like something served immediately to you. It's the same thing I feel about Five Guys and Shake Shack are not, they are not fast food, technically, because it's in the genre of like American fast food, but you have to wait a long time and you're paying way more for better ingredients. So for me, I refer to it's like fast food plus. Like it's not fair to be like, oh, comparing Wendy's to Shake Shack. I'm like, well, of course one is going to be better than the other. They even asked Gordon Ramsay that one time, and he's like, well, it's not even a comparison to compare like In-N-Out to Shake Shack. He's like, the cut of meat and the flavor is just way better at Shake Shack, but you're also paying, yeah, way more. Obviously, you're waiting longer also. So like the service is different. The actual ingredients are different. So I think it's a little unfair to go theirs in the same way. Sorry, I'm late, Father. It's okay. Someone banned saxophone. He's really late. Also, we're gone with the shirt. We're stripping down, chat. The donos have been flowing. I just remembered it was the day of the 2022 World Cup final. Interesting. Well, that worked. I was going for the double, but messed up that first touch. I haven't had Popeyes in a while. I'm not gonna lie, Popeyes is something I don't crave, but I remember getting it every once in a while. And I'd take that first bite into that chicken or like that Cajun mac and cheese or Cajun mashed potatoes. Ooh, it takes me right back. It's like right into that. You know that like Ratatouille scene where the guy takes a bite of the Ratatouille and he like warps back to being a kid again? That's literally what biting into like Popeye's chicken and having that Cajun mashed potatoes feels like for me. I just immediately flash back to when I was like 10 and my mom didn't feel like cooking, you know? You ever just sit there, barbecue sauce on your man titties? Damn, the guy's a good writer. I can see myself in that scenario, you know? I don't know, it's fun to remember those tiny things your parents used to do. Like, my mom had a crush on Peyton Manning for some reason. I have no idea why. Growing up, I don't know if it was a crush. I think he just really liked him as a person. Because you know, back in the day, he was like on SNL and like he's like a funny dude, as you guys probably know. So she loved the Colts. So whenever the Colts would play on Monday or Sunday Night Football or whatever, we would go to Target. And at my Target, there was a restaurant attached to it. I don't know if that's a still thing they do. But they would sell these like all beef hot dogs that were like absurdly good, low key, for like a grocery store thing. Maybe you Costco believers are like, well, obviously. Oh, that bounce was horrible, dude. And still gonna go in. That's really funny. Or you just sit there, Dijon mustard on your toes. I don't know about on my toes though. That's a little too much. Pizza and Starbucks. Wait, pizza at Target. I've never seen that. I've seen Starbucks. But yeah, we used to get like all beef hot dog. I would get 2 and she would get 1, and we'd both get a soda, and then we'd get nacho chips. And we would like move the couch in front of the TV to like stagger the seating, so it felt like stadium seats. And it would be like our very cheap, poor version of going to the stadium and watching in the stands or whatever. And looking back, I'm like, you know, that probably didn't cost a lot, but like, it was cute and I enjoyed it, you know? That was like a good memory that I flash back to. I texted my mom about it. Also, chat, great brownie point strategy for your parents. If you ever remember some cute memory that you have together, text your parents about it and it'll get you brownie points. Because they'll immediately just go, oh, you were so young. Oh. Can you flex for us? I don't have a lot of definition. I lost all my definition. Gotta lose all my weight again, chat. Past years have been stressful. Put on like 15 pounds, I realized. Don't worry, we'll be ripped in 2 months. That's my estimate. Wow, I really could have gotten that. What the? That was meant to be a cuter touch, but okay. Holy pinch. I'm just gonna get up and demo this guy, or not. Or not. Okay. I was gonna go for a completely different hit on that, but didn't work out. Ooh, nice dunk. Corb? No, no! Buddy did not get that 50. Oh, and Corb, catch that. Nice. The demo fake. I mean, yeah, trying to spook underneath that. I bumped him though. Should be wide open if we want to go. Let me just get out of the way. I'm rotating through them, which is not good. But they also shouldn't be right there. It's fine. Sorry, buddy. You were not going to extend that. I'm just going to let that happen. Nice Corb. It's going to send back. They're going to double. And we're going to send that right back. Bang. Zay, you can't read that. You're fat. You're slow. You're stupid. Nice. We're going to reset into the wave dash, into the my teammate taking it and hitting it right into the goalie. All right, let's go. Love gaming, chat. Love that. It's also very much of the rank, you know. Teammates are like, surely a guy can't touch the ball twice in a row when they come in to like save the day, but it's like, oh, this would have been fine if you just let me touch that. I don't want you rushing that Corb. That's fine, I guess. Don't get 50'd. Whoa. Prayers up to our bro. Got temps down there. Yeah, shout out to our friends in the chat living in Arizona lately. It's been like 120 degrees like the past week. Lean in, we don't know. I mean, that was not a good touch, but I was playing the inside 50 and he didn't go for it. But then Leanin drove toward the ball and proceeded to not think that he could help there. So that was a little weird. I'm in Arizona. Well, hello. I used to live in Tucson, but I live in the Dallas area now. Man, Leanin loves to drive near a ball and not actually do anything with it. And it's not a trait I like in a teammate. It's very confusing on the rotation to play with someone who will follow the ball, but then not actually chow, because it makes me like, and I'm sure our teammate, like, okay, you got it. You got it. Are you good? Do you have it? 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 And then he turns away and you're like, all right, cool. Well, I guess we just delayed too much on that. Corb, you are not getting there. Man, these timings are terrible. You're fine. That's not a double. All right, we were just going for the pure beat on that one. Man, I was going low because I thought the guy was pre-jumping me. I definitely could have taken that high. Corp. Nah, I wanted to bump that guy. All right, we're gonna try to soft touch that, and then yeah, you just went for it. All right, well, I don't think these guys are really gonna think about a lot of these challenges, so I think we just need to full send it. So super chat and go through and still charge you. It will uncharge you. We've had that happen before. I'm sorry about that, Kraka. Lacken? Yes? Question mark? I don't really know if that's your name. Yeah, we've had that happen before, and it does refund you. I think it's just like a processing thing where it gets caught in between, you know? With the boost. With the boost. Corb, no boost. Bless your soul. Pass that inside. Not like that. Okay. What about the AI moderation? What? Ah, what a pansy. Zay, how dare you not go for another hit? Hi, Pandy. And name is right? Okay, good. I couldn't tell if it was Crack-a-Lack, and I kept glancing at it real quick, but I was like, I don't 100% know if that's a thing. Also have to update our super chat goal. Add that to 55. Oh, I have 9+ DMs chilling. Who's hitting me up? Oh, it's drama chat. Oh my god. Okay. In that kind of game, do you change playstyle to make up the clowns who don't know what they're doing? I mean, you have to. You can't play. Like, the biggest struggle I have is, like, I've been playing this game for so long that my brain, when I don't want to say autopilot because that implies I'm not thinking. Ideally, you don't want to necessarily think when you play in terms of, like, you don't want to be consciously being like, I am doing this because of this, and I am doing that because of blah, blah. Like, you want to get to a point where it's just instinctual. Like, you know you're in a position to cover this many things, and you know intuitively that, oh, if I go for this, someone else can cover me, and I know I have enough boost to pull off X, Y, Z, you know? But the issue is that I've been playing like a decent rank for a while, and now that we're kind of, you know, redigging ourselves out of a hole, we're playing against people who don't follow those instincts because they're actively playing kind of nonsensically. And when I say that, I'm not saying they're deliberately like stupid or anything, but they do stuff like that. Where a guy's flying in, he literally can only 50 you if you hit it to the corner, and he goes, what if I hit it right into him? Like, no, take a 50 or back off. That's how you deal with that. But when I'm playing off my teammates, I'm anticipating them seeing what I see, and I think that's the hard thing about when you're playing a lower rank than what you're normally at, is you have to adjust to what your teammates' tendencies are, and that can be very difficult, I find. That's honestly the hardest part about playing in a lower rank, is learning why people are challenging something or why they're not challenging that. We're also playing a full party, so it's gonna be a loss.
YouTube suggested and I clicked on a whim, and it's been the best 5 minutes of work so far tonight.
Hey!
Smiley face emoji, GGS buddy.
Let's go, Crack-a-Lag, and hopefully we can score something for you. Whoa, that's a lag! That was just straight up lag. Very cool. Also, don't think I didn't notice that everyone on the other team had a higher ping and now suddenly they're green. What's going on there? Foligno, that'd be sick if you could pass that. Thank you, Crack-a-Lag, for the £5. Appreciate that. I was about to say work. You gotta be European. We're gonna roll that. It's fine. It's fine. Had to restart YouTube. Classic. That should be a goal. Nice. I don't know why they didn't go for that, but it works. Yeah, Harry Moyes, no one likes a self-promoter. We're gonna time you out for a little bit. Can you beat Coconut? I did beat him in a 1v1. His stream was telling him to 1v1 streamers, and he asked if, because we're buds on Steam, so he's like, hey, do you want a 1v1? And his name was, if you beat me, 25 gifted. And I was like, oh, damn, that's crazy. And then I beat him, and then he never donated 25. And low-key, I was kind of angry at him for a bit, because I was like, Coconut, like, you know me. Like, why would you not do that? And then I realized, oh, wait, his chat definitely made him choose that name as, like, a bit. So I was like, that was never an agreement or challenge. It was literally probably just, like, his chat trying to make it look like he's a scumbag when he doesn't donate or whatever, you know? So after that, I started laughing about it. So I was like, all right, we're good. Is YouTube low-key falling off? I mean, this is like my best viewership in a bit. So if it's falling off for some people, it's not falling off for me. We're taking 50 there. Barry does not have the best read there. But it doesn't matter when you come out of goal. Foligno, what are we doing? That ball is clearly not gonna get past that guy. He jumped for that? Okay, buddy, you need your controller taken away. Ooh, you seem like you get your little feelings hurt too much. Lefty, shut up! No, I don't! My God. Yeah, well, have you considered that you're a butt? You're smelly, and your thoughts are lame and dumb. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Catch, bang. No! That's a close one. Didn't expect that. Luckily, Foligno hits that to the corner. Yes. That's a crazy good pass. Oh, we could pinch that. All right, try to get close enough to the 50. Didn't quite work out. Yeah, I was like, don't need a lot of power. I just need him to not hit this, and I'm gonna take the risk, take the chance that it's like gonna be too hard of a read. Good hit by Foligno, but also these guys are just straight up ball chasing, so we should take advantage of that. Yeah, thank you for everybody that's donating, and also a shout out to all the new people in stream. Make sure you drop a sub. Try to stream every day, not always, but you know, when we have like a business trip or like a family vacation I just had on the past week. Then yeah, we won't be available. What? We didn't have anyone chow that? Was our teammate AFK, deadass? What was he doing back there? Oh, he was straight up AFK. I was about to say, I'm like, why is he chilling? Man. Elaborate, Lefty. Now, people hear me complain at any point, and he's like, these streamers, all they do is complain. Yeah, as if you've ever watched a streamer not complain. Even Sheep Beef and like Too Fast, who are like the most pure streamers on all of Rocket League, they complain, because that is just what you do when you're playing a competitive mode. Like, let's not act like, you know, everyone is immune to that. I will admit there are definitely games where like I'm in a pissy mood and I'll complain way more. And thinking back, I'm like, I was definitely spending a majority of that stream whining. So, you know, it's fair. You guys have to call me out every once in a while if I'm doing that. Because that's also just not entertaining to watch. Even if I'm hitting clips, people are just gonna be muting my stream at a certain point. So I'm trying to get better with that. Just hard though, because I mean, I feel like my streams are so much more carefree back when I was in GC3 SL, so we gotta find our way back into there. Such a heavy touch. Does mean it's time to play twos? Honestly, it might be. I'm a silver, not really good. It's okay, Malachi. Silver means you're just learning. That's, I'm like, that's insane if that doesn't go in. Can you or can you not be Coconut? Didn't I already answer that? I beat him in 1v1. I don't think if they gave us a 1v1 against each other that I would win even close to a majority of them. I think I could take a decent number of them, but he's definitely a way better 1v1 player than I am. Ooh. Catch! No! No, both have no boost! Nope, leave it. That's such a good save, damn crazy. Honestly, really should have double tapped that. I should have gone slower. 1580, God, we're so low. I should have doubled that. That was the most efficient way to handle that, and I did not. because I was scared. But I'm not gonna lie, some of these people, some of my coworkers, sorry, getting distracted. There's a lot of noties. Yeah, my work, they're on demon time right now. Don Tolliver. Don't a goal? Yep. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll get that next goal. There's song request queued for a bit. Yeah, I always forget to turn on the song request bot to auto queue it. My bad. That's okay. It's not like LRHR is gonna turn on 100 boosts and get dunked, right? Okay, good. I was calling that out because I'm like, that's exactly what happens all every time. Oh. Fine. Ugh. Been waiting very patiently, apparently. You know, it's the most patient part is when you remind me how patiently. It's like talking about how humble you are, you know? No, I'm kidding. I'll get it. I'll get it in. I'll change the donor goal and then we'll get that song request in. Hopefully in one go. I should have known he went for that. Hi, Smurfs are on people who leave after the first goal. People are like have very ridiculous standards in plat. Like for me, I get kind of ticked to some randoms, but I think it's just because like I'm at a point where I'm like, we're playing GC3. This is the second highest rank in the game, and you guys are still missing basic aerials. Like if a teammate misses a play, I don't really care. But like when it's like over and over and over and over again, they're getting dusted to reads or not having boost. It's kind of like, okay, you're clearly like not conscious right now in like regard to like what the level I need you to be at. So let's not do that. But when you're in plat, you can't expect players to be like elite gamers or whatever, you know? You requested a song by Jay Leno? I think you mean Jay Sean. Jay Leno is the retired late night host, right? Potentially before your time. Banger. All right, we'll go right to your song. This is something from my childhood. This is my middle school. This is such like an of the period sound design type of song. Like this song could have only existed at the year it was made. If you made that nowadays, people would be like, what the heck? 2000s had a very distinctive vibe to those songs. My keyboard picked Leno. Damn. You know what's actually funny about this song is every time there's a break in the song, every 30 seconds, I downloaded the song very much legally from LimeWire, if you guys know what that is. Essentially, it's a way that you could get music MP3s downloaded to your PC before, you know, Spotify and all that was the thing. And the version I downloaded of this song was from a music blog called Young Tunes Daily. And so whenever this song would be like, it would be like halfway through chorus, it's like, come move a body next to me, I'll take you away. And then be like Young Tunes Daily, like or something like that in that voice. And growing up, I forgot that was like a tag added by the blog. So when that song would be played, I would just sing that part and then realize, wait, why didn't it play? And I'm like, oh, right, it's not part of this song. Young Tunes Daily. Young Tunes Daily, right there, that would play. So whenever I sing this song, if it ever comes on like a party or something, like some millennial playlist, I always sing that part. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Yeah, it took me like many listens. There's many songs in my mind that I still sing the music blog tag because it was just like it was core to my experience of that song. Oh, that's just speed. That's just speed right there, chat. I'm just gonna put Fine Tunes Daily. No, it's Young Tunes, like Y-U-N-G. It was just really funny looking back. I remember singing that out loud at a party, and so many people were like, "Did you ad-lib something?" I'm like, and then I had that realization in the moment. It was like one of those things that you should have realized much earlier on, and then you're like, right, I was downloading this from basically the music dark web back in the day. Damn, son, where you find this? Always a classic song tag. I gotta check if this song's on my millennial playlist. I have the industrial grade millennial nostalgia is my playlist. It's not on there. Okay, good. I had Akon on there, but I was surprised this wasn't on there. YouTube, meanwhile, is like, what song are you talking about? It's Down by Jay Sean. You guys have ever heard that song? Honestly, my YouTube audience, I think that song is older than they are, so. Hey, memorable. Did I talk about I missed your big muscular body? It's certainly big. Gained weight over the weekend. So my grandmother's 90th birthday, we rented out this place, this restaurant, this upstairs like event space. Oh my God, dude. This penne vodka they gave me as an appetite for the second course, absurd. There's like this absurd like charcuterie board with everything on it was like absolutely delicious. Main course, I had a chicken parm, but my cousin's friend, she had a salmon, and we both wanted the other thing, so we just split our plates, and we're just trying that. Dude, it's absurd. And then after all of that, I was like so full and just disgustingly full. And they're like, so do you want cheesecake or tiramisu? I'm like, yes. And then I gobbled an entire cheesecake down. I'm on, by the way. Do you want a medal, Bandy? No, it's fine. I'll invite you in a sec. Don't matter anymore. So yeah, I definitely gained like a solid 2 pounds this weekend. So now we gotta lose it all again, chat. Losing weight really do be crazy because you'll be dieting and exercising for like 2 weeks and you'll lose like 2 pounds, and then like you'll eat bad for like 2 days in a row and suddenly it's like, sorry, you've gained all of that back. It's like, damn. It's kind of like how like in college or high school, you get like a 4.0 the whole semester, and then you get like a B on one paper and suddenly your GPA gets tanked like 4.4 points and you're like, why? Like what? Why is it so hard to build up, but it's so easy to tear down? Ooh, I wanted it. Opposite, you're eating 6,000 calories a day and not eating weight. Well, you're also pretty young still, Pandy. Your metabolism is gonna be crazy. I was the same way. I wasn't gaining weight. I was eating in college probably 3.5, 4K. And I wasn't even an athlete. Like when I was an athlete, I was eating way more than that, but it was fine because you were burning it all. But that's sad. Like at Worlds, but I am a string bean. Yeah, I remember Slumpy. She just mentioned that she finally has gained enough weight to be at a healthy weight. Speaking of being at a healthy weight, Angie, are you eating? Did you eat dinner yet? We got to check in on her. Angie used to be a 6'8" jacked Russian guy, and now she's just too wiry. Too small. Small with an O. She just does not eat. Just sits in a chair and eats red vines all day. Any tips for a C1? Get better at your fast arrow. Stop trying to be a hero. Just because you can go for a read doesn't mean you should. I wanted to see if they'd turn on that differently. It must be tough to be 6'10". It is. I don't fit through most doors. I'm at like 102 last. Oh man, there's a huge shorty. 185, it's a huge improvement. Oh damn, 411, 102. Okay, that's a little bit different. That's hardcore crack lagging. Parkour for 15 years, kept up all the way, but too old for that now. I mean, yeah, nowadays, like once you get to 30, you land like a certain jump, even from like 5 feet up. Suddenly if your knees go, you're like, oh. Well, I guess I can't do that as aggressively. We're gonna reset that off the corner. Just kidding. I did not line that up well. Aiden Papandrea. Oh, okay. I subscribe, W. Excellent. If you guys are new on YouTube, please drop a sub. I appreciate it. Trying to get to 22K. Back on the road here. We've had a very lazy YouTube grind lately, but we're gaining it all back. Alga's been pushing people to our channel, so I want to keep that growth going. Ask you guys to like and sub. Great way to support the channel, even if you can't donate or do all that. Which, of course, is not obligated. I'm not expecting people to donate or anything, but you know, people often ask like, I can't donate. I feel bad. I want to support you. And I'm like, well, then liking the stream, commenting on the, like chatting in the chat and all that. That's all great ways to help out the channel. Nice capacity. I fractured my heel RLSS rally from jumping over Tryhouse. I feel so old in that moment. That's like the least surprising thing to happen at a Tryhouse after party. How long do you normally stream? As long as I feel like it. I would say I aim for like 2.5, 3.5 hours in that range. But sometimes there's days where I'm just like really tired. And you download Rocket League? Maybe. Maybe you do. Yeah, YouTube, we're over like 6,000 views. Yeah, a couple of months back, we could barely scratch 1,000. We like fell out of the algo really hard. I tried to just kind of re-examine, all right, let's make my videos a little snappier. I was going really hardcore in my editing. Not to say that I'm trying less now, but I'm trying to be a little bit more like with everything. And I think when I've done that, I think it's boiled down to like a much more effective way of getting people onboarded into the channel, which then leads to, you know, more subs, more conversion. And eventually people are starting to get pushed to my stream. How much difference playing on PC makes to gameplay? Yeah, I think when you're playing on PC, you don't immediately notice it. I think the biggest thing for PC is when you switch back to a console and try to play on that again. And then I think you realize how much you've been nerfed by playing on something like that, you know? You guys are locked in a little bit. Dude, that was so nonsensical that you got bumped and then perfectly caught that forward because you got a bad touch on it. That's crazy. What happened here? That's so stupid. He got bumped and it didn't move him. I was like, oh, okay, he got bumped too far. Nope, he actually didn't get bumped at all. He just muscled through that like a freak. I forgot, Pandy's actually like a pretty decent rank, so we're gonna be playing against pretty cracked and jacked players here. Stopped grinding because of long shifts. Yeah, I mean, Rocket League is definitely a game where it feels like if you take too much time off, your skill really regresses fast. You're actually higher than me? Oh, wow, Pandy, I didn't realize that. I mean, I'm like only like low 17s in this game. Tough warm up for me. I mean, these guys are also like probably the best players I've played. It is funny how that works in Rocket League. I feel like whenever you solo queue, you're getting like kind of like a random bag of people. But then the moment you try to party up, they just immediately serve you against dudes, you know, like the G2 subs or whatever, you know? You're just like, why are these guys like actually absurd? Love it when I steal your boost, Pandy, my bad. Oh, that was not the flip I needed. I over-rotated. Didn't really see Child that. I would have hit around him. Nice. Nice. Okay. There's one back. Hearts like plat until I bought a PC, went straight to diamond. Yeah, I think PC definitely helps in terms of queuing as well, but like the latency is the biggest thing. I don't. It's weird that your brain ever doesn't notice it. I feel like when I'm on console, I never notice latency, but then you start like playing on PC and then go back to console and you're like, ugh. It feels like you literally press a button and you can see how long it takes. Like it's not like a 100 milliseconds where basically no one can notice. It's like literally like a third of a second at times. It feels like it's that bad. All right, these guys advancing off kickoff. I want to see what MMR these guys were. These guys were like by far the best team I played. And they left. Okay, cool. Whatever. Yes. Show me their MMR. They were okay. A Smurf in 1747. Those guys were good. Absolute demons game mode. Yeah, that's what happens. I swear. Every time you party up and try to play ranked, they immediately up the difficulty. They're like, oh, okay, you were trying to play against people. I'm honestly, chat. Like every time I play Rocket League, once a day, I usually like my end of the day thing. If I'm playing a game where I know I'm gonna lose and it's like 5-1 and my team can barely aerial and I'm like, all right, I will abandon that game because I'm like, I'll get a 5-minute timeout, but I'm already going to bed, so it doesn't matter. But I wonder, like, if part of the reason why my rank games are so yikes is because I'm in a loser's queue. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wonder if because it registers, oh, you abandon once a day, that it purposely puts me in worse lobbies. I think about that sometimes. Because I know other games have things like that. Like if you abandon a certain amount or if you lose a certain amount or something, it starts putting you into queues that are like separate from like the ordinary queue. How many hours do you have? We're at almost 14,000. What the? I didn't expect them to leave that 100. Little bonk. That worked. Ooh. I like that idea. I didn't want to lean too far into it though. Kind of greedy by them. Ah. That's kind of crazy he played for that 50. Teammates go to this game. I mean, it's the same teammate. We're playing Pandy. Yeah, I was like, I think he's going to double that. Gotta get the slow play in the 50. I was going to shoot that, but I was like, I think Voltage is going to get there. I didn't realize he was completely out of boost and he fell. Hoping to be in champ again by 3,000 hours. You can do that, for sure. It's about steady improvement, Didn't expect him to win that 50 so cleanly, my bad. Damn, I really thought he would dive in at a different angle, but he actually just went straight at it. Wow, that's stupid. Okay, well, if I just hit it straight to the sideline, it would have gotten past him. I assumed he would have gone wider to compensate for that, but he didn't do that. So that's on me. That's on me, chat. Not a bad arrow by him. Oh, that's crazy. He still got past that. All right, grab some pads. Yeah, we're just trying to get that to the side. Yeah, he's gonna steal my boost, but he's not got much else. Get along clear, test their recovery, and that's why they almost let that one in. Hey, you are not scoring that, buddy. There we go. Making sure that's in. Turned off ball cam just to make sure we are around it. I'm nuts, a little bit. Just trying to bonk him, keep him away from Pandy. Nope. And we still have it, LMAO. Yeah, good demo. Unfortunately, I'm not the one you should be worried about. No. That was not me. I'm not gonna be honest, I didn't think he'd be able to get back to that. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna grab his light tap. Wow, he got the latest. He missed that on purpose specifically, so I wouldn't touch that because I was playing the shot. That was pretty smart by him. 200 IQ. Try to stay underneath it, but luckily I was able to find that pocket to Pandy. Up for an eye tracker. I mean, I would have to buy an eye tracker, which I don't know if there's much purpose for that beyond that specific thing you're asking. No one's ever wanted to do it. Well, the thing is, like, I'd have to buy an eye tracker, and that stuff can be kind of expensive. Well, it's not necessarily expensive. Like, it's not something that would destroy my budget. It's not like you're buying an Oculus Rift or whatever, but I'm sure they didn't notice I missed that boost. It's fine. Yeah, typically the closest I get to something like that is not really staring at something or showing my eyes, but being able to narrate my thought process as I move around the field. People tend to like that because it's like, they're like, oh, it's like you're teaching. And I'm like, well, I mean, kinda. It's not the same as like tailored stuff, but at least you understand like what I'm looking at when, you know, a play is going on in a certain game mode. All right, well, not the best, but that first set touch was pretty abysmal. That's fine. I trust Pandy to slow that down. I'm gonna rush Joker to bump. Yeah, that's a weird angle. That might be rough. Never mind, they gave it away. Pandy has enough to get that. Nice. We're just trying to get those singular touches. We only have a 1 goal advantage, so we don't really need to rush it. But we need to be a little careful, to not be too careful, or not be too cautious, rather. Like, I want to keep pressure on this guy, but he's also not going to touch that, so I'm going to let him panic. And that's why he didn't read it. He thought I was going to chase that. I'm second plat and struggling to hit an aerial. How to improve? You practice an aerial, buddy. That's how you do it. If you're struggling to hit an aerial, you just, honestly, you can just go into free play, press the right directional button on your controller, and it'll just go pop, pop, and just keep aerialing at that. And then practice fast aerialing it over and over. Start turning so you're not going facing the ball the whole time. I noticed that's like a thing that lower ranks kind of forget about, is that you're not always just driving directly toward an aerial. Sometimes you need to adjust. And you're not practicing that. You're gonna be in a scenario where you're gonna instinctively just jump, like I'm like this ball right here, where I'm just gonna go for it and then not realize that I need to actually readjust my pathway to the ball, you know? Oh man, I was trying to get 2 birds, 1 stone on that one. Well. Good fake by Pandy. That works. That was bounce I thought was gonna roll a little bit differently. No flip into that because I want to stay somewhat balanced. He's bumped by Pandy. I can't jump because I know Pandy can't help me too much yet. All right, cool. And hook shot. Bye. Favorite workshop map? Rings, always. I think I'm just buns a rock. I'm trying to play it. I'm just bad. Nah, that's just a weak place. That's just a weak mindset. The Rocket League is a game that I think people feel really like bad at, just because they. I think he could have cut around it on the first one, but I understand what you're going for, Pandy. I think a lot of people have just never played a game like Rocket League, so it feels like you're really bad because everyone is at the beginning. But then once you learn, like, oh, that's how the car moves on an arrow, that's how you do XYZ, that's how you learn, like, learn the fundamentals, then I think the game really opens up, and I think that's where the fun factor really kicks in. But it's definitely a game you have to learn to love the sense of slow improvement, you know? That, like, getting rewarded for, like, mastering that and a little bit, and then mastering that a little bit, and then getting better at XYZ, and then blah, 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 and seeing it all come together slowly. I think once you do that, then the game becomes like a blast. That was, for me, what got me hooked. Like, the initial idea was like, this is kind of goofy. But then after that, it was like learning how to tie it all together. Yeah, I was like, you're probably demoing me. I could probably sidestep him, and I did not. 6 spawn, though. No! That's crazy. If we were in comms, I would have told Panda to stay still. Also, Symbol is a new player. That's crazy. Well, it's a game. It's easy to learn, like, the basics of driving around and how to jump and what boost does. Like, the controls aren't like you're mastering combos, you know? But it's definitely something that, like, the in-depth aspects of it are really hard to get it around your brain wrapped around. Especially air roll. Directional air roll is such a, like, screw with your mind type thing. Horrible flick, but that's okay. I was wondering if we could pinch that, my bad. I'm not gonna lie, I got really effed by that one. I was super, super, super locked in on Panda getting that. All right, we're a little off on this one. Can't seem to correct my style of play. Well, it's because you don't know what you don't know. You're just playing by yourself. I would suggest if you're playing a lot of ranked, you should not be doing that. You should be grinding custom training. Like, a lot of times, yeah, you don't need to be a mechanical demon to succeed in Rocket League, but especially at lower ranks, it helps to have certain basics under your belt, like, and be really solid at it, you know? Bruh. Like, plats are just golds that know how to aerial, diamonds are just plats that know how to fast arrow, etc. Champs are just diamonds who know how to wall play, etc. Sad. Noise, okay. How many years have you played it? Since 2016. I don't have workshops. You don't need workshops. Custom training. There's free play and then there's custom training. Oh, I'm not good at aerials. Okay, work on aerials. Oh, I'm not good at wall play. Okay, work on wall play. Oh, I can't read backboard clears. Then do a backboard clear. You know, like, there's always like a pack for that. Nice, Bandy. Coast to coast. Look at him go. Try my best with what I got. I find that a lot of players who feel like they are hard stuck, I ask them about what they do every day, and they're like, well, I warm up for like 20 minutes and then I just grind ranked. I'm like, well, that's why you're not improving. When you're a lower rank, you need to practice more than you play. Ranked will not make you better. Like, that's where you practice game sense and reading the game, but like, the core of Rocket League is your fundamentals. How fast you can move around, how comfortably you can make a read on something, you know? I mean, hell, you can even practice like your boost, like conservation in training technically. Fanny popping off, yeah. We're popping. We're getting that connection. Like that coast to coast stuff. All right, we're gonna play that to the corner just because I know he's pre-jumping me. I'm gonna, oh. Yeah, he didn't expect that turn. I knew that would screw with him. I didn't hear anyone behind me in my left ear, so I was like, I don't think he's going for this. And I turned, and there he is. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna pop that then. And what do you know? That's bad boost conservation by Max. He was moving up on that, but he had 0 boost. Even if he won that 50, he wouldn't have been able to do anything. All right, I'm not gonna fall for that. 50? Close one. But he lobbed too high. Pandy has that, nice. Nice. Ah, I tried to free jump his clear. Can't slow down, Max. Oh, I was caught in the post, Loki. That's funny. I tried to flick that as high as possible. I couldn't scoop that. Most important to learn, most important mechanic. Fast arrow is the most important thing to learn until you're Grand Champ, I would say. Then after that, it's way more important, I think, to learn how to air dribble. I would say, like, the #1 thing is when you're like plat and below is learning to fast arrow, just the mechanic, like learning how to jump, lean back, let go your left stick, then jump again. Because a lot of people just jump, and that's not how you do it. It's way too slow. But I think if you learn how to do that, then it's about, okay, well, the next phase is you know the combo. How do you make it more consistent? How do you aim better? How do you get your aerial aim to be top notch or whatnot? Faking, yep. Sometimes the best way to score is to not touch, and the defenders thinks you're about to. I've been playing a little over a month. Got to practice. Got to get those reps in. Yeah. And then as you get like higher up into champ, it's about wall play, in my opinion. Bonk. Oh. Thank you. Not gonna lie, I was trying to get the lightest little touch on that crossover. That's really funny. I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at that bounce more than the guy chasing it. Or girl. I don't know Lexi, I've never played her. Just gonna rush that. Pandy should have this one. Lexi doesn't have the reset. Yeah, just wanted to get that around that first read. Grab some pads. Pandy pass. Yeah, we're just gonna steal that boost. Not much I can do elsewhere. Man, that was an old pixel away from my demo. That's fine. Alrighty. Dusted. Well, I guess not technically dusted because I saw it bumped. Went for it. Pandy don't get baited. Nice. I was about to say, I'm like, Salt Peppa's still gonna get that. Master, you have to grind a lot. Yeah, it's definitely not a game you can like play like an hour a day and be like really good at over time. I think it's like, well, I mean, you can play it for an hour a day and get better. I don't want to say like, if you're not married to the grind, but there's definitely a lot of players who like act like, oh, this is a game, like I've learned every other game really well. I'm like, well, not to be cliche, but like this is not like any other game you're gonna play, you know? It's completely unique in its appeal and controls and, you know, central core mechanics. Like, I know people who are insanely good at so many games, they'll play Rocket League and they cannot get past like plat, you know? Balls! Honestly, that's a good point. I didn't consider that before. Shh. I was hoping they would get a different deflection there. That is really confusing. I'm not really sure how that worked. Okay. Yeah, right to Lexi, not the best touch. That's fine. She's gonna overtouch it on the second one. And doesn't matter. Pandy didn't have boost. That's unfortunate. If he had a little bit more, that would have been a pretty straightforward arrow. I thought I had set him up with enough time, but I did not. I should have bought more time. Sick. Oh, I did not think Lexi would think that she could beat me there. I thought she would back off a little. Ooh. Why using Octane? I don't know. Why are you not using Octane? I wanted a better start up there, but Lexi's bump attempt kind of took away my air dribble. Sad. Try to get above that so I could top shelf it. I had the right direction, just not I couldn't get over it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry, Pandy. I thought you were backing out. That was not a good play. I did not realize he was following that. I was trying to 50 that or maybe like lob it, and then as I approached it, I was like, wait, hold on, and my brain froze. Watching from Brazil and Sao Paulo. Hello. We're in the US here. I was trying to get in front of it because I was like, I don't really have a build up to get a powerful flick on that. All right, got low 50 by Lexi. Well, unfortunately, we lost this one. That was a good game. Lexi with the hard carry. Are they in a party? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, she dropped a what a save. Kind of a shitty move there, personally. Such an interesting team dynamic there, I guess. Yeah, I don't really want to listen to Lexi chat spam. That's why 2 is rough for me. I gotta be like, honestly, like fully locked in on the day to play 2s anymore. Especially once I get to like high 17s. These guys are like absolute demons. Yeah, I think like the skill spread in 2s is so much more violent than 3s. In 3s, pretty much everyone's pretty bad, but like in 2s, like even the mid 1700 players are like ridiculous. Okay, wasn't sure Pandy wanted to follow that one. Okay. That's fine. I wanted to pass back to Pandy, but I overcooked it. I choose main for a while. I think most people are. It's by far the most popular game mode. I didn't expect that giveaway. That was a horrible read. I kind of thought that was going to hit off the sidewall and be a little bit more out of sorts. Also, I don't know why brain was off. I thought that was a different demo. All right, I'm just kind of throwing the ball away. There's no way you got that on the backflip when I was central on that boost. That's crazy. What a steal. Kick back. Oh. That's kind of nutty. I like the part where you completely biffed the easy part. That's crazy. The 1600 reset got me. Yeah, that would have gotten anybody. I really expect them to get the easy part. I mean, good recovery by them. Solid goal. Also, that is hilarious. Yeah, I'm good on twos for today. These guys are just demon time. Can't hang with this. I gotta be caffeinated and well rested for a game like this. Holy crap. Ever try to smurf on lower ranks? No, I'm someone who's had sex before and women look at me and actually aren't reviled by me. So that's why I would never do that. Like, it's such a stupid thing to purposely lower rank. Why? Because your ego? Well, I want to hit clips on people who can't jump yet. Okay, well, maybe just, I don't know, play against bots in a private match? Like, what are we doing here? Any pointers on speed flips? I have the mechanics down, but I always end up off the side. Well, that's just the angle of your flip. Gotta cancel. You gotta cancel your flip a little bit cleaner. I think if you're ending up to the side, you're probably diagonal flipping more. Because again, you're not canceling a diagonal flip, you're canceling, well, you're technically canceling a diagonal flip, but like, you're not canceling a flip by flipping this way or this way. You're flipping it basically, if you're imagining the clock, a front flip is a 12 o'clock, like it's straight up when you flip, but you're kind of like flipping at 11 or 1, and then you cancel it straight back. That's what an actual speed flip is like being able to do that. Like where your car body should lag a little bit. If you're diagonal flipping, it'll look more like that. Like your flip will be a little bit faster. But the thing is, that'll push you this way versus like, ideally a speed flip should be a little bit closer to the center. Pandy DC'd, I guess, question mark. Call limit reach, cool. Love it when my game crashes. All right, well, we're gonna restart real quick. Restart the rock leg. Do you also share videos on social media like TikTok or Instagram? I post just on YouTube and no, that's it. Yeah, TikTok has had me shadow banned forever, and personally I hate the platform of TikTok for content. I've never enjoyed posting there. Instagram is also stupid because you can't post scheduled posts on a PC. You can only, so in order to schedule posts, which is how I post literally all my videos because I'm working, I have to download the video to my phone or upload it or whatever, and then schedule it through the app. And I'm just like, this is such a weird lack of a feature on the desktop app. We'll get Pandy and hi, kitty. I'm champ 2 and play 3 hours a day. How long do you think it'll get to Grand Champ? Depends on how well you practice. My kitty! Ah! I was not prepared for that kickoff, my bad. Excuse me? What rank is this? Oh! I keep checking the scoreboard and looking away at the worst time. I love the idea there, Keto, though. I'm champ 2 and I play there. What is the biggest difference do you think between champ and GC? I mean, there's such a massive difference between those two ranks. I'm 1750. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, well then, Chad, this is a much more accurate version of ranked for what I normally play. Unfortunately, we've been playing 1500s for a bit, so it's gonna, the speed is gonna take an extra quarter second to calibrate again. Oh, I should have dunked that. I like your channel and content. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate the sub for everybody who's new. Shot. Nice. Cute up. Cute kitten. Yeah. It's I got a black cat and a brown cat, and they're sisters. The brown cat knows what's up whenever I try to pet her when I'm on stream. When I'm in this chair and the lights are on and I try to pick her up, she knows that she's gonna be shown on stream, and she's like, no, because she doesn't like being carried around. My other cat, she likes being held, and kind of like, I normally, like after stream, I pick her up and I just carry her on my shoulder a little bit, and she'll just like sniff the air and look around and be all curious and whatever. But my other cat just wants attention. She wants to play, so she'll run up and tap my leg with her paw, and then when I try to pick her up, she goes, no, and runs away into the other room. But then she'll always look back, like, are you chasing me? And it's like, no, I'm streaming. Got no time for that right now. No, Mad Marg, you're not supposed to actually score, dude. We ever joined Leth and Peeps to try his funky? Well, I don't know Leth like that, so. Like, we both usually get VIP at, like, LANs or whatever, so we run into each other, but I don't know if I've ever actually talked to Leth before, like a dead ass. I don't remember if I've ever actually said a single sentence to Leth, so I don't really know him like that. Like if I got an invite, I mean, I guess, but I'm not really. I'm more working on the esports side of Rocket League. I'm a commentator for their collegiate side. If you guys tune in this fall after the World Championships are done, CRL should be kicking back up, and if you guys look back in the videos in the VOD channel history of the Rocket League channel, you should see me casting on there. Can you cam me to a better rank? Atal, you could also just get good and try to play better. I promise you that's much more rewarding than someone else carrying you. Okay. Figured that was probably the pass. More boost and I could spike that. Okay, figured that'd be a soft touch up. I'm just gonna get out so Keto can go. That actually might be the worst touch I could have done. Damn it, I'd have thought we were a little bit different than that. I didn't realize like I was that far back. I wouldn't have touched it. Wanna hear a joke? I always get a little scared when people ask that, I guess. How do I get better like you? You practice, you use custom training, you use free play. Practice the fundamentals of each rank and then slowly get better, you know? That's literally what all games are. Like if you're playing CS, you wouldn't just watch a lot of CS and then be like, why am I not getting better? No, you go to aim labs or whatever, you know? Or Kovacs or whatever it's called. Forget what that aim lab is. What's the one that it's not aim lab? It's Kovacs, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta work on the stuff that makes up what makes a good player, you know? Don't just play ranked a lot. Damn, it's crazy. You're about to get dunked. So I would have thought Keto was gonna go for the demo and they're literally the only guy in the way, but I guess not. Yeah, I don't know his third, but the guy we're playing, Mark, he's a very high ranked 2s player, so this is always going to be a pretty tough game. Pandy? I was about to say, I'm like, that's insane. I got a bump and the assist, all that. Thick furry girl. Bark, bark. Dang, what a chat. Yeah, I guess that's why I don't like talking to you guys about jokes. Immediately, you just immediately go to pedophilia. If I got a boost. I cut a little too hard. Do you know how it works player selection in unranked? You mean casual? It's basically the same thing as ranked. You get MMR for winning and losing. It's just a lot more lenient. That's crazy, we got dusted. All right, well, unforward on that one. I'm gonna run. All right, see you, Pandy. GG's. You are what your audience is? I mean, by definition, no. In fact, your audience is actually entirely determined, basically semi-random. Like, if you guys watch Rocket League stuff, then, you know, you guys would get suggested Rocket League stuff. That doesn't mean every single person who's ever watched Rocket League means that, oh, the only people that shown this are the perfect people to appeal to that. I'm just joking, broski. I mean, I like to clear that up, though, because some people genuinely are like that. They're like, well, if toxic people come to stream, it's because you attract the toxic people or whatever. And I'm like, that's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. You're only what you eat, chat, you know? That's why I'm 15% carrots and chicken nugs. I think like the culture of your stream is definitely what you make it though. Like I personally, I ban a lot of trolls just because like, yeah, while they might be kind of innocent or whatever, I can't stand, you guys ever go in a stream and just the chat is just useless? Like you can chat in it and the streamer's reading the chat, but like the whole chat is just like people spamming emotes and like posting skibbity or Rizzler, blah, blah, and just all that. That's all only thing that happens. I just hate that. I'm like, I would rather have a smaller channel that is less successful than have a more successful channel with a chat like that. Because that chat, no one talks in it. It's just people going blah, blah, blah. And I understand if you're like a 2,000 viewer streamer, you're not reading chat as well as you used to or something. That's fine. My beef is where like people are trying to do that in like 150 person streamer viewer chat, and it's just like, that's useless. I never want to chat like that. I'd rather ban all those guys. Full of brain rot, yeah, seriously. 3v3 is so chaotic. It do be pretty chaotic, not gonna lie. Also, it is 10 o'clock, so I need to start thinking about getting my final little snack on the day, and then readying up to go to bed. So I think we're gonna go next L, chat. Wow, I'd love it if I stopped getting abused in the corner. That's crazy. How's it, Sour Will there? I try to be a good person as a viewer, but depending on the streamer, I do become a toxic troll. Not a great start, but I appreciate the honesty. For me, it's just like, I think if you want to troll every once in a while, that's fine. My beef is just when people are gimmicks. Like, there's some people who come in and they'll be like, this one kid who's like, oh, you look like Messi, which I don't agree with. Also, why did you guys both go? It's like, oh, you look like Messi. And I was like, haha, yeah, I guess. And then the next message was like, yeah, bro really looks like Messi. And the third message is like, wow, this guy looks like Messi. And I'm like, is this all you're gonna do? Like, is that the only thing you say? Like, the thing is like, when you do that and become a gimmick, it's basically like, you guys ever see those AI bots or whatever that people put in their chat? It's basically like having that. Oh, that's the Messi bot, you know? He just keeps comparing people to Messi. And that's all you do. Like, I hate that stuff. That is like one of my least favorite things in chatters. And I feel bad banning them because I'm like, you're not technically like being a dick or anything, but it's just like, I don't know, you're just clogging up the chat, brother. Like, I'm good, I don't need that. Like either lurk and just enjoy the stream or just, you know, actually talk. Like I don't really want people to spam the same thing over and over. Plus they're so dedicated to that one bit. Because they say, well, I'm not a gimmick streamer, and then I tell them, well, I'm gonna ban you. Like, I really like the stream, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna ban you if you just keep doing only one message. And they're like, no, 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 don't do that. And then they keep doing it, and I'm like, well, clearly you don't want to be here. You're just gonna ban you, and I told you that. Bark, bark, bark. Thick furry girl, still at it in the chat. Are you shirtless? What? What would make you think that? You playing other competitive games? Rocket League is really the only competitive game I play. And it's really the only thing I stream as well. I'll try to occasionally, you know, do something kind of goofy. We had Crab Champions, for example, on stream. And that was actually like a poppin' stream. We had a lot of new viewers on that. But that stuff's always really funny because Rocket League is obviously what I stream like 99% of the time. So when I stream something else, it's really funny to watch the viewers come in from me playing Pokemon or something. And then we're like, wait, why are you playing Rocket League? And it's like, oh, right. I forget that when people come in, they assume the channel's main game is whatever I'm playing when they first discover me, you know? Wow, there was nobody to pass that to. We're gonna wave dash that to the side, and there's no one there. Run for it. He says close one as if he wanted to pass to the backboard, but buddy, you have missed a lot of aerials. I don't trust you on that play. Oh. Oh, wow, he completely whiffed that. I thought I had time. Only popping that just because I didn't want the ball to go forward on the clear. Oh, my bad. I didn't expect you to hit it in that direction. Well, this one. Do you feel more aerodynamic when I'm shirtless? I do. Gotta be smooth like a dolphin, chat, you know? Ghosty driving upfield makes me anxious. LJ not jumping for that makes me anxious. Trolling is kind of fun. Well, I mean, trolling is one thing, but like, I just hate it when people just have they just have a bit. Like, for example, like, furry, like, thick furry girl or whatever, like, she keeps saying bark, 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 and I'm like, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. But then she started talking. It's like, all right, well, clearly that's not a bit, you know? Or it's like a full thing. Like, yeah, if you just want to chat, something like that, I don't care. But if that's the only thing you ever type, I'm eventually gonna be like, all right, bye. Thanks for the memories. I'm gonna fake that. I'm just trying to beat that first guy. I could pass that, but I'm like, I don't really trust them on that. Is there a settings command? Whatever setting you need, there's a command for it. Exclamation point sends, exclamation point cam, exclamation point binds, or whatever. I don't like that chase. Did not get around that in the way I thought. Oh, I forgot. They got demoed. I'm gonna be dead ass. Ghosty, you're gonna get beat there. Yeah. All right, chat. Well, on the 90% chance that this ends in a loss, I'm gonna say thanks for popping in. Sorry for the kind of low energy stream. I woke up at 4 a.m. today to travel, so I've been kind of not jet lagged, but you know, a little out of it. That's so sad. But yeah, we'll be a little bit more alert tomorrow. Hopefully stream will be a lot cleaner. Oh, unless... Honestly, even if we win this, I'm gonna probably get off because I wanna go grab a quick little snack. I wanna edit our short for tomorrow, and then I'm gonna go to bed. We gotta leave enough time to do all that, and then still be able to ready up for bed and get, you know, a good amount of sleep. Do it to him, do it to him. I really wish you didn't do that. Unless, that's kind of crazy. Hey Nolan, what time do you start streaming? It kind of varies. I try to do it within an hour and a half of me getting off work. So Within the United States, I stop working at 6 or 7 Eastern. So I normally try to start at around 8 Eastern, I feel like normally. 8 p.m. So in the evening, I'm an evening streamer. Sorry for you Europeans. Might start a little bit earlier on the weekends, but for the most part, it's gonna be a nighttime streamer for anyone not in the US. Or rather, early morning streamer at a certain point. Damn, what a crazy throw by Purple Team, I'm not gonna lie. Tucker shoulder blades for free? For now. Well, not technically for free. They had to raise $50 to get the shoulder blades. Hi, GC. I'm Prodigy. I would like to make a video with you possibly. Never heard of you, so I'm good. Anyway, I'm going to bed because I'm chilling. So, unfortunately, GC came in right at the end. I was about to end because I need to edit and eat. Starting to get hungry. I had a massive lunch. And I can tell it's been way too long since I last ate because I'm starting to get a little hungry, and I'm like, that shouldn't be possible based on how much I ate. I know streamers to audience, it's just toxic rage baiters. Yeah, I can't do that. I'm good. Damn, that's crazy, Spoxy, that you're a bot. Anyway, bye. Hi, I'm Prodigy. Can I make a video with you? And I tell him no, and then he just posts the exact same copy-pasted message. I'm tired for real. I'm tired too, Mr. Chaotic. Anyway, if you guys are new, drop a sub. We're on our journey back to a respectable MMR in 3s. I don't know if that's gonna happen. But anyway, we're super tired today. We still did okay. We'll fix it all. Hey! I don't know if you guys can see that. My cat is screwing around over there. Here, oh, look. That's Kitty. She's screwing around. What are you doing? What are you doing over there? She knows she got caught. She's staring at me. Anyway, good night, everybody.